players, it was Ali Khan.
It's the Boshundara Group toss time. I've got both the captains and the match referee, Mahmudullah Riyad, skipper of Gemcon Khulna, and Mohammad Mithun, Gazi Group Chattogram captain. With him is match referee Shaukatur Rahman. Thank you for being here. Shaukatur Rahman, the match referee, will flip the coin. Head. Head is the call.
Head is.
We're going to bowl first.
Mohammad Mithun, what are you going to do?
We're going to bowl first.
I know what your bowlers did in the last match, but this is a day game. You must be very happy and pleased the way your boys played in the last match.
Yeah, obviously they did their job very well. Today is new match. It's a fresh wicket. Hopefully we take early few wickets, then we can chase it later.
Yeah, the bowlers bowled the opposition in the last match very cheaply, and you would want to expect that happening today because it was a beautiful day for you in both departments.
Yeah, obviously we have a good balance side. Bowlers and batters, they did their job very well. Today new match. Hopefully today also doing well.
Have you made any changes?
No, same team.
Thank you, Mohammad Mithun.
Thank you.
All the best.
Best of luck.
Mahmudullah Riyad batting, and you would be hoping that your top order delivers the good with the bat.
Yeah, the main thing I think probably we haven't played our best cricket. I think if we can play to the best of our ability, I think we can put up a good total on the board and try to defend it.
Yeah, and you must be very pleased to see how Ariful Haq and with him the youngster Shamim has batted in both these games, really given some really solid performance right at the bottom there.
Yes, I think it's always very good impact on the team to have such very good low order batsmen, especially Arif and Shamim batted brilliantly in the two games, and I hope our top order have a good start and try to build on it.
Right, have you made any changes?
Yes, we have one changes. Shafiul is rested today, Hassan Mahmood playing it.
All right, thank you very much.
Thank you, Adawi.
All right, the news from the middle is that Chattogram has won the toss and they will bowl first.
Which is not a big surprise, as you can see Gemcon Khulna making that single change which was mentioned by the skipper Mahmudullah Riyad. Hassan Mahmood comes in place of Shafiul Islam. Of course, they'll want the top order and Amal Hakim Rulkhas, Shakib Al Hassan and the skipper himself to really click because they have not really performed. On the other side of the coin, if you can say that, Gazi Group Chattogram are flying high, full of some good players up top with the bat, and the bowlers have been absolutely marvellous in the first game that they won. Well, organic care is there with the safe hand sanitizers. The umpires ensuring that they sanitize themselves, and of course they're going to keep an eye on the bowl because as you know, saliva is not allowed anymore, just in case by old habits someone does it. Got to ensure that they sanitize it with the tissues they have. Teams jogging into the ground as so has run up from downstairs. Quick run up the stairs. Was it Eddie Rainsford? Are you okay? Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Shamim. Good afternoon, everybody that has tuned in on what is a pleasant day in Dhaka. No running for me, gentle walk. Batters, they're making their way out into the middle as well. And looks like Sakib's going to open the batting, in fact. An interesting move by Khulna. And Mohak, he'll also be looking to try and take the game to the bowlers. He's generally an attacking player, so a left and right hand combination. There he is, change in the batting order, taking responsibility. Want to make use of the power play. And they also need to, as Mahmudullah did say at the toss, they have not played their best cricket. So there'll be a few experiments, and there's one.
Yeah, surprise, but bold move, and of course very brave on the part of the man himself. He's got those wonderful numbers, 4,997 runs, the best of 86, not out. And he's prepared to take the bull by the horn and get things started alongside with Anamul Haq. for Gemcon Khulna. It's going to be an interesting mix, the left-right combination also. And the field just now being put in place as Nahidul Islam, the right arm off-break bowler from the Boshundara group end, prepares. He's got 7 wickets in his T20 career.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And we're all set to go for the first ball of this game. And tucked away for a couple of runs, just wide of the fielder, just ambling through.
Yeah, what an opening game for Gazi Group Chattogram, winning by 9 wickets, bowling Dhaka out for 88. And you do 1 for 13 in that particular game, so you'll open up again, slip in place. A little bit of turn on the surface, just looks a little bit soft. And I was out there, definitely had a sense that there wasn't a great deal of grass, so just maybe a slight slowness to the surface. So you're just going to have to take your time as you work yourself into this innings. And he doesn't like taking time. He likes to feel bat on ball. He wants to see boundaries.
Anamal is also really the Anamal we normally see in action and expect to perform. So he's got a point to prove. That's good. With the spinner in, just reckon with the new ball, Eddie, feel that there might be just that extra bit of bounce if they can get it, not too much turn. What if they land on the seam?
Good piece of fielding. I don't think a lot of spinners, when they're bowling inside the power play, are looking to try and turn the ball. They're trying to get it to skid on and not give any of the batters any room. False start. So yes, if they do feel like they may want to give the ball an opportunity to turn, it's all mainly about the flight and the speed of the ball. In the air, over the man at backward point, and it runs away for 4.
Well, he must have had his heart in his mouth. The batsman just leaning back, whitish delivery, but at the end, as you will see now, he had to just reach for it, and thus the lack of control. There you go, just he was standing and slushing, but not in absolute control. And it's very fortunate it just went over the fielder there.
She stopped in the surface, so he's had to actually check that cut shot. And that's what you're saying. Almost having to reach for the ball. Oh, confusion! Then it directed as well. Didn't even bring the keeper into play. Confirmation, Mr. Gazi says out. Disaster for Khulna.
It is extraordinary. The ball was going straight to the fielder. And that's why Namul Haq just darted down the wicket. Shakib was actually not even watching him coming down the wicket. I don't blame him either, because the ball seemed to be going straight. Let's have a look at this. He was off and running straight away, and Shakib said no, not even looking at his partner. It was simple enough. Well, that's tragedy. Wicket early on, Anamul Haq gone. Run out for 6. It's 6 for 1.
Friends and family are adate. Coca-Cola. Oh yeah, Coca-Cola.
Coca-Cola সাথে খাওয়ার মজা জমবে।
Coca-Cola.
বিকাশ অ্যাকাউন্ট খুলে দিলাম, বিল বিকাশ করো, পে বিলে যাও, তথ্য দিয়ে পিন দাও। এই দেখো ডিজিটাল রিসিপ্ট, বিল দেওয়ার প্রমাণ।
প্রতি মাসে তাহলে বিদ্যুৎ বিল বিকাশ করব। এখন দেশের যে কোনো বিদ্যুৎ বিল বিকাশ করুন নিশ্চিন্তে।
সবাই রেডি?
সবচেয়ে বিস্তৃত রবি 4.5G ভিডিও স্টক নেটওয়ার্কে এক্সপেরিয়েন্স করুন 6GB মাত্র 114 টাকার চার্জে। রবি।
Joyful, excellent bowling last match. Oh, almost getting a leading edge there.
That's what I'm talking about, the surface today. It's not as true as it was a few days ago, holding up. There's a slight slowness to it, some sort of tennis ball bounce as well, so you can't be overly committed to a shot. And there's a surface, and just show you that there isn't a great deal of grass there. The other pitches had live green grass. You see some of it patchy on the right, but that's not going to be in play. So the batting side, you just got to be really so careful and understanding of this surface. There again, there's that bounce.
So basically, as a batsman, you're watching the ball getting held up, and that puts the seed of doubt in your mind. Got to adjust to your shots. So there you see the couple of deliveries back. Shakib was in a bit of a tangle.
So automatically when you see a ball doing that or a pitch doing that, you must understand that your interception points, or where you're going to meet the ball, has to be a lot later. You got to be playing the ball a lot on the back foot. Allow the ball to come to you. Imran Case got a duck in the last game, opening the batting. Oh, 2 ducks. I thought you meant 2 runs. He got 2 ducks. Oh my goodness. You want to get off the mark here, surely.
Yeah. Be nervy. Oh, and not comfortable once again. This time, the disconcerting bounce. It's all happening for the bowlers in the middle.
I understand that. For the bowlers, the surface seems as if it's reacting. But as a batting unit, as I've said, you just got to be a bit aware. Now, this is not good awareness from Animal and Sakib. Oh, Mohammad Mithun, how good was he? Doesn't even bring the keeper into play. Dead eye, direct hit, breakthrough in the very first over as well. And a big-time player has to be back in the pavilion.
It's got to be a lot of commitment, Sean. They've got to really concentrate. Particularly, as you mentioned, Imran Khan has yet to open his account into his 3rd innings. There will be a lot of nerves, and when that plays on your things, negative can happen. And Shakib Al Hasan ensuring this is good to see. He's just coming across, having a little chat with him. He says, "Don't worry about it. You're going to get a run soon, and we'll carry on." Still very, very edgy. Still not really playing the shots confidently at all.
Bounce. Oh, gets the bottom of the glove. Look at that. Takes off, in fact. Play the ball late, gentlemen. Play the ball late. Look to try and capitalize square of the wicket. Oh, Mamadullah, he's already stretched. He's got his pads on. Ready to go. Also, his team will need him to get a meaningful total on the board for himself and really try and elevate the innings.
Well, he's off and running with delivery going down the leg side, just helping it on its way. And after 2 overs, it's 11 for 1.
সাথে খাওয়ার মজা জমবে। বঙ্গবন্ধু ধরেছিলেন হাল সোনার বাংলা গড়ার, পথ দেখিয়েছেন তারুণ্যকে নতুন কিছু করার। সেই পথ ধরে আমরা গড়েছি বিশ্বের বিস্ময়। তার সে স্বপ্নে এগোবে বাংলা।
বঙ্গবন্ধুর স্বপ্নের পথে জেমকন খুলনা, জেমকন গ্রুপ।
ক্যাশ আউট চার্জটাও দিস 20 টাকা কিন্তু।
দেশের সর্বনিম্ন ক্যাশ আউট চার্জ 1009 টাকা 99 পয়সা। এবার সব হবে নগদে।
20 টাকার দিন শেষ, নগদে বাংলাদেশ।
কলেজ নামলে ক্লাস করবি কেমনে? দেশ জুড়ে শিক্ষার আলো পৌঁছে দেওয়া চাইলেই সম্ভব। বিস্তৃত 4G নেটওয়ার্ক নিয়ে পাশে আছি আমরা, গ্রামীণ ফোন।
অনলাইনে আকাশ বেসিক সংযোগের সাথে স্ট্যান্ডার্ড প্যাক কিনে পেমেন্ট বিকাশ করলেই 300 টাকা ইনস্ট্যান্ট ক্যাশব্যাক।
And just felt for a moment with the high back lift, and then Shakib had to check that shot once again. There again, adjusting to the lack of pace. Well, there's the spinner bowling. Even he can get some balls to bounce awkwardly.
There's the very first over. In terms of the speed variations, 82, drops it down by 2 kilometers, ups it by 6 kilometers, change of another 2 kilometers. The very last delivery was actually slow through the air. And ages to decide where he wanted to hit that. In fact, hit it straight to a field and got run out.
Well, you've got to use your hand sanitizers. What are you trying to do?
I'm going to hand sanitize everybody in the commentary box.
For the moment, just do it here. I think.
Just here?
Yeah, for the moment. Then you can go back.
It's all about
That's
organic care.
Organic care, of course. Take care of yourself. Well, the batsman's got to take care of themselves because they're in a spot of bother with the early fall of that wicket. Organic care, safe hand sanitizer. And just dab and run, that's good. You're just looking at that Organic Air hand sanitizer board. If you hit it with a 6 shot, and that'll get you 50,000 takas. Well, that's something that the batsman will be targeting. There you go. Not being able to penetrate the field. 3 overs done, 13 for 1.
আজকে আমার দিন, আজকে আমি খাবো অনেক অনেক চিকেন ম্যাগি। ফ্রাইডেতে শ্রিম্প ম্যাগি, স্যাটারডেতে ভেজি ওয়ান, মঙ্গল বুধ বৃহস্পতি সুপি একটা মিয়াম, সানডে মানডে ম্যাগি চিকেন।
ম্যাগি মানে ভিন্ন স্বাদের প্রতিদিন।
ভাগ্যিস ম্যাগি ছিল। From Nestle.
তোমাকে না বিকাশ অ্যাকাউন্ট খুলে দিলাম, বিল বিকাশ করো, পে বিলে যাও, তথ্য দিয়ে পিন দাও। এই দেখো ডিজিটাল রিসিপ্ট, বিল দেওয়ার প্রমাণ।
প্রতি মাসে তাহলে বিদ্যুৎ বিল বিকাশ করব। এখন দেশের যে কোনো বিদ্যুৎ বিল বিকাশ করুন নিশ্চিন্তে।
প্রতারক। কেটে দিলাম। বিকাশের গোপন তথ্য চাইলে কল কেটে দিন।
সবচেয়ে বিস্তৃত রবি 4.5G ভিডিও স্ট্রং নেটওয়ার্ক।
Well, swung it and he's swung it well. Really got a hold of it, belting it away to the boundary. This is an IPDC boundary.
This is how you need to approach the surface. Play the ball late. You're going to have to try and pepper the boundaries square of the wicket. And that's well picked up by Imran Kesh. It is an IPDC 4. Nicely elevated over the infield and picks up a boundary. They just have to play it late, and then the intention is to lift the ball up. So that's very good by Imran Kesh. It is short of the length. Very Ford just got to look for that nice 6 meter, 7 meter length.
Well, he's persisting with the short pitch deliveries. I think that like just because the ball is still pretty new, try and pitch it up, maybe do a bit in the air, get a bit of shape in, to give the batsman something to think about. They are anticipating the short pitch deliveries, which is coming at regular intervals. A lot of relief for Imran Kesh. 3 boundaries. Shakib still to go. Well, with that single, Shakib Al Hasan has reached 5,000 runs in his T20 career. Well done. Well, he's been top of the world for so many years. I'm sure today with that intention coming out, opening the batting, he has got things on his mind. There you confirmation of that in his 312th match, 5,000 runs. Touch that away. Oh dear, should have been stopped. To go back and fetch it, just manages to.
Well done by the keeper. Listen, Das didn't give up. Followed the fielder all the way to the boundary, hunting in packs. Shariful Islam's pitch map. A lot in the short region. Need that 44% to sort of swap with that 56%. More deliveries in that good area. We've seen that it's the business end. Also quite wide. Got to almost bring it closer to the stumps. And bring the batsman into play. All right, 4 overs gone, 25 for 1.
জানাও তোমার 3টি ইচ্ছা। দাঁড়াও। ওকে দাঁড়ালাম। বাকি 2টা স্প্রাইট। শেষ ইচ্ছা। আবার 3টে ইচ্ছা দাও। আগে কৃষ্ণা মেটাও। তোর কাছে রিয়ার নাম্বার আছে?
রিয়ার নাম্বার দিয়ে তুই কি করবি?
আকাশ কিনতে কমু। দুজনরে কিনাইতে পারলে আবার এক মাসের বিল ফ্রি।
কিন্তু দোস্ত আমি তো রিয়ার নাম্বার অনেক আগে মোবাইল থেকে ডিলিট করে দিছি। হ্যালো রিয়া।
আকাশের প্রতিটি রেফারেলে দুজনেই পাচ্ছেন মাসিক বিলে 50% ক্যাশব্যাক। চলে আসুন আকাশের ঝকঝকে টিভি দেখার নতুন দুনিয়ায়।
One hand off. How far is this going? High in the air and straight into hand. Goodness gracious. No control of that shot at all.
Massive wicket. Opened the batting today. The idea was for him to bat as long as possible and make the opportunity count. This time he tries to go over the top. The ball sort of holds in the surface but hangs in the air, and Mossadegh Hussain does the rest. And Abdul's very good. He's created another breakthrough. He's gone for 3. Saqib 25 for 2.
তোর কাছে রিয়ার নাম্বার আছে?
রিয়ার নাম্বার দিয়ে তুই কি করবি?
আকাশ কিনতে কমু। দুজনরে কিনাইতে পারলে আবার এক মাসের বিল ফ্রি।
কিন্তু দোস্ত আমি তো রিয়ার নাম্বার অনেক আগে মোবাইল থেকে ডিলিট করে দিছি। হ্যালো রিয়া।
আকাশের প্রতিটি রেফারেলে দুজনেই পাচ্ছেন মাসিক বিলে 50% ক্যাশব্যাক। চলে আসুন আকাশের ঝকঝকে টিভি দেখার নতুন দুনিয়ায়।
বঙ্গবন্ধু ধরেছিলেন
বঙ্গবন্ধুর স্বপ্নের পথে জেমকন খুলনা, জেমকন গ্রুপ। সবচেয়ে বিস্তৃত রবি 4.5G ভিডিও স্টক নেটওয়ার্কে এক্সপেরিয়েন্স করুন 6GB মাত্র 114 টাকার চার্জে। রবি।
শেষ হয়ে গেলাম ভাই, ক্যাশ আউট চার্জ।
কেমনে দেশ জুড়ে শিক্ষার আলো পৌঁছে দেওয়া চাইলেই সম্ভব। বিস্তৃত 4G নেটওয়ার্ক নিয়ে পাশে আছি আমরা, গ্রামীণ ফোন।
The important wicket of Shakib Al Hasan, not quite ready. To the 5th over, 25 for 2. After being sent in by
big wicket. Tries to go over the top, tries to get some impetus into the innings, can only sky it. Shakib Al Hasan elevated up the innings today to opening, and that was his demise.
Well, two experienced players in the middle just got to batten down and rebuild the innings. Of course, the Ace virtual fan zone. All the fans watching from the comforts of the house in the safety of their residences. that up goes the finger. Well, is it going to go for a review? He just seemed to close the face of its bat.
He's not going to review that because that's out. There is some form of consistency coming from Khulna. First game, 4 for 1, 4 for 2, 32 for 3. And that's inside the power play. As we have a look at the ball of the wicket of the captain, definitely there's no need to review that. Plays the front of his pad, plays across his pad. And the umpire, he says that's adjacent. Very brief. Mahmudullah gone for 1. 27 for 3.
ম্যাডাম বিকাশ থেকে নাহিদ বলছি অ্যাকাউন্ট আপডেটের জন্য আপনার ফোনের
বিকাশ অ্যাকাউন্টের পিন ও SMS এ আসা 6 সংখ্যার নাম্বার আপনার গোপন তথ্য।
আসবো না রে।
কেন
বুঝবি না?
এক মিনিট বুঝবো না মানে খুলে বল।
এয়ারটেলে কথা বলো মন খুলে 28 টাকায় 45 মিনিট ও 48 টাকায় 80 মিনিট।
আসতেছি।
এয়ারটেল।
Of strife for his team. Very awkward moment. But Imrul Khan is the only one putting up some semblance of resistance against this fabulous bowling by Gazi Chattogram. The bundled out Dhaka for 88. Seemed to be absolute control with the ball.
Yeah, like I said, there's consistency within the first 6-7 overs. Against Barishal, there were 4 for 1, 4 for 2, 32 for 3 in 5 overs. Against Rajshahi, 5 for 1, 29 for 2, 46 for 3. And that's in 8 overs. So the beginning of the innings is where the struggle is for Khulna.
They get a single pushed into the deep of the last ball of that over, which was the 5th. Khulna are now 29 for 3.
যেভাবে চাই হবে যখন চাই হবে যত্ন প্রিয় মুখে প্রিয় স্বাদ ইয়ামি স্বাদে ইয়ামি 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 স্বাদে পুষ্টির বাহার
যার যেমন পছন্দ নিমিষেই তৈরি মজাদার বসুন্ধরা নুডলস ইয়ামি স্বাদে পুষ্টির বাহার।
অ্যাপে ডাবল বোনাস। প্রথমবার অ্যাপে লগ ইন করলেই 25 টাকা বোনাস, তারপর প্রথম 25 টাকা রিচার্জে আরো 50 টাকা ক্যাশব্যাক। এখনই বিকাশ অ্যাপে লগ ইন করে মোবাইল রিচার্জ করুন।
সবচেয়ে বিস্তৃত রবি 4.5G ভিডিও স্টক নেটওয়ার্কে এক্সপেরিয়েন্স করুন 6GB মাত্র 114 টাকার রিচার্জে। রবি
টাকাটা মোবাইলেই দাও, সাথে ক্যাশ আউট চার্জ 20 টাকা।
দেশের সর্বনিম্ন ক্যাশ আউট চার্জ 1009.99 এবার সব হবে নগদে।
20 টাকার দিন শেষ, নগদে বাংলাদেশ।
Tough going on a surface that's been tricky. Safe to say it's been a little uneasy for batting. The Fizz is into the attack and into the commentary box alongside me. Shere on the Fizz. Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon to everyone. 3 matches in a row. That's the wicket of Mahmudullah. If it could have been referred, probably it was out. Umpire's call. But the very beginning of his innings, he's playing across the line. The wicket is not such a wicket where you can hit the ball easily. You needed to spend some time, and after those 2 wickets, Mahmudullah needed to stay there, but he couldn't.
Yeah, there's been a couple of needless wickets, really. Animal Haq Bijoy, his run out was farcical, really. Awful. No communication. Shakib Al Hassan, well, it was a shot of desperation, a shot of a man that's searching for some kind of form. And Mahmudullah Riyad, well, it was a soft dismissal. And didn't really commit to the stroke, a little bit of turn, not much, just plays around his front pad. So batsman error, you would feel. Batsman error as opposed to maybe wonderful bowling.
What the bowlers did of Gazi Group Chattogram, they put the ball into the area. This was totally needless. No communication. Sakib didn't want to move. Anamul ran, and it was a soft dismissal.
Come out and generally smash the ball all around the ground. You got to give the conditions the respect, and especially when players have been sitting at home for months and months on end, not much practice time, not much game time, net time. You've got to give the conditions and the opposition a bit more respect when they've got the new ball in hand. Almost Shere, correct me if I'm wrong, but maybe accumulate at the start, keep wickets in hand, and then try and finish strong at the back end.
Playing here for such a long time in T20 matches, every time we have cup 2 matches in a day, and the first innings is the hardest to bat because you never know how the wicket is going to play. Sometimes it's placid, sometimes the ball holds up, so you need to spend some time in the middle. I know the desperation of the batsman to score, but it was not a good start by Khulna today.
This is an experienced squad. Now we're looking at this Khulna side.
Paper, one of the strongest side, but cricket is played on the ground, and at this moment they're not playing even decent cricket.
Good start. Good start by the Fizz. Good aggressive bowling. Good pace. 137 Ks. That's 6 overs bowled. Power play done and dusted. 31 for 3.
Yes! আজকে আমি খাবো ঝাল ঝাল চিকেন ম্যাগি। ফ্রাইডেতে শ্রিম্প ম্যাগি, স্যাটারডেতে ভেজি ওয়ান, মঙ্গল বুধ বৃহস্পতি সুপি এক টমিয়াম, সানডে মানডে ম্যাগি চিকেন কি যে মজা ইয়ামি।
ম্যাগি মানে ভিন্ন স্বাদে প্রতিদিন।
Oh well, he's bowled really well. Opening the bowling as a spinner.
It's very difficult to say from here, but what I believe, knowing Shakib, he wanted to do that probably. He always wants to do things, and he always wants to put his arm up, say, I'm going to do that. Probably what he thought that if he's coming to bat in our opening slot, it will give him enough time to stay there. decent, but he's trying too much. He's trying to play too many strokes. I know it has been very difficult for Saqib staying away from cricket 1 year. He wants to put immediate impact. He's trying hard, but sometimes trying is not enough.
Did you not realise that batting at number 3 behind Imran Kayes, he got 2 ducks? He's going to have plenty of time anyway.
Imran is having good time though. He's the guy who is steering the ship at this moment.
Yeah, good player, Imran Kayes. It was only a matter of time before he found his touch again. Here in Mirpur as a spinner, you do get a little bit of assistance, but you've got to be accurate. You've got to attack the stumps. Generally in Mirpur, you attack the stumps, bring in bowl, bring in LBW, like the dismissal of Mahmudullah Riyad. And again, not time, slow off the pitch. It's a fantastic spell though. Nigel, 4 overs, 2 for 15. 7 overs gone, 34 for 3.
কলেজ নামলে ক্লাস করবি কেমনে? দেশ জুড়ে শিক্ষার আলো পৌঁছে দেওয়া চাইলেই সম্ভব। বিস্তৃত 4G নেটওয়ার্ক নিয়ে পাশে আছি আমরা, গ্রামীণ ফোন।
ফ্রেন্ডশিপের এই ম্যাজিক্যাল চেইন রিঅ্যাকশন কোনো অ্যানালাইসিস দিয়ে জাজ করা যাবে না ব্রো। এসব শুধু বন্ধু থাকলেই পসিবল। এয়ারটেল, বন্ধুদের নাম্বার 1 নেটওয়ার্ক। যে কোনো সময় যে কোনো জায়গায় দেশের সবচেয়ে বেশি সংখ্যক ব্যাংক থেকে নিমেষে টাকা আনুন বিকাশে। আর প্রথমবার অ্যাড মানিতে 100 টাকা ক্যাশব্যাক ও 100 টাকার ডিসকাউন্ট কুপন ফ্রি।
অনলাইনে আকাশ বেসিক সংযোগের সাথে স্ট্যান্ডার্ড প্যাক কিনে পেমেন্ট বিকাশ করলেই 300 টাকা ইনস্ট্যান্ট ক্যাশব্যাক।
যখনই বকওয়াস তখনই মুখে দিন গোল্ড মার্কের সুগার কোটেড কুরমুরে বিস্কুট পপস।
5 টাকার কুরমুরে পপস, সব বকওয়াস বন্ধ। ক্যাশ আউট চার্জটাও দিস 20 টাকা কিন্তু।
দেশের সর্বনিম্ন ক্যাশ আউট চার্জ 1099 পয়সা। এবার সব হবে নগদে।
20 টাকার দিন শেষ, নগদে বাংলাদেশ।
Something Taijul introduced into the attack. He would love this situation. His team at this moment dominating. Khulna 34 for 3. What a time to bowl, Taijul.
Improvisation, no 45. Not a bad option. Just got himself in a bit of a tricky position there, Jaharul Islam. No helmet, playing a sweep shot. I've spoken about wicket keepers not wearing helmets, standing up with the stumps. I just don't understand. No helmet, playing a sweep shot. People at home be bored of me talking about people, wicket keepers not wearing helmets and batsmen not wearing helmets against spin. I just think in this day and age, you have to wear a helmet standing up. Too risky. Bats flying everywhere, balls flying everywhere. Also when you're batting against spin. Goes up in the air, gets plenty of it. Shoman Sarki, just watch it fly away. It's a big, big hit. Zaharul Islam's a clean striker when he connects, and he connected nicely.
Brilliant batsmanship, using his feet, going towards the ball, not trying to hit cross, playing straight. Huge IPDC 6.
Short pull away. Foot movement's good. Foot movement's excellent. Positioning, placement, everything beautiful. IPDC boundary.
That's the way to play spin. When the ball is flighted, you use your feet. But when the ball is bit shorter, you go way back, wait for the ball, time it, place it, you get an IPDC boundary.
Good batting. Zaharul Islam, first ball down the wicket, smacks a 6. Then he rocks back shorter. Placement good, excellent. Oh, you little ripper! What a beautiful ball! Taijul Islam holds it back. A little bit of grip, plenty of grip. Zaharul stranded.
Taijul knows this wicket very well. He was patient, he darted in, and he knew if he hit the seam, there will be turn. And there was turn, the batsman was beaten. Outstanding bowling, and Litton does the rest.
Jahrul's got to go. Enterprising 14, 44 for 4.
তোমাকে না বিকাশ অ্যাকাউন্ট খুলে দিলাম, বিল বিকাশ করো, পে বিলে যাও, তথ্য দিয়ে পিন দাও। এই দেখো ডিজিটাল রিসিট, বিল দেওয়ার প্রমাণ।
প্রতি মাসে তাহলে বিদ্যুৎ বিল বিকাশ করব। এখন দেশের যে কোনো বিদ্যুৎ বিল বিকাশ করুন নিশ্চিন্তে। কোকা-কোলার সাথে খাওয়ার মজা জমবে।
কলেজ নামলে ক্লাস করবি কেমনে? দেশ জুড়ে শিক্ষার আলো পৌঁছে দেওয়া চাইলেই সম্ভব। বিস্তৃত 4G নেটওয়ার্ক নিয়ে পাশে আছি আমরা, গ্রামীণ ফোন।
সবচেয়ে বিস্তৃত রবি 4.5G ভিডিও স্ট্রং নেটওয়ার্কে এক্সপেরিয়েন্স করুন 6GB মাত্র 114 টাকার চার্জে। রবি।
ক্যাশ আউট চার্জটাও দিস, 20 টাকা কিন্তু।
দেশের সর্বনিম্ন ক্যাশ আউট চার্জ 1009.99 এবার সব হবে নগদে।
20 টাকার দিন সে।
These are difficult conditions. Emil Kays are being watchful, coming off 2 ducks. You can understand that. Mossadegh had a fantastic game in the previous match. A beautiful bit of bowling this, Shere, wasn't it?
Taijul going wide of the crease, darting in, using the seam, the ball hits, holds, turn, you got a wicket.
There's not many better feelings, I can tell you that as a wicketkeeper, when you see the batsman charging down and you've got a feeling the batsman's going to miss it. You've got the easiest dropped away.
জানাও তোমার 3টি ইচ্ছা। ওকে দাঁড়ালাম, বাকি 2টা
স্প্রাইট। শেষ ইচ্ছা, আবার 3টে ইচ্ছা দাও। স্প্রাইট, আগে তৃষ্ণা মেটাও। বঙ্গবন্ধু ধরেছিলেন হাল।
নতুন গ্লো এন্ড লাভলি বডি গ্লো মিল্কে পাও মাল্টিভিটামিনের গ্লো।
রাত জেগে পড়ছিস, পরীক্ষা নাকি? শুধু পরীক্ষার জন্য পড়ছি না মা, রাত জেগে না পড়লে ডাক্তার হব কি?
লাইফ বয়, তারপর আদর। দেখো এখানে ভাইরাস থাকতে পারে যা যেতে পারে আমার কাছ থেকে তোমার কাছে, তারপর অসুখ। তো আগে ভাইরাসকে স্ট্যাচু করে দিই। লাইফ বয় সাবান দেয় কোভিড-19 করোনা ভাইরাস থেকে 99.9% অধিক কার্যকর সুরক্ষা।
ওয়াও, দারুণ গ্লো। কি মেখেছিস? এটা গ্লো এন্ড লাভলি নরম কোমল ত্বকের জন্য।
টাকাটা মোবাইলেই দাও, সাথে ক্যাশ আউট চার্জ 20 টাকা।
দেশের সর্বনিম্ন ক্যাশ আউট চার্জ 9.99 এবার সব হবে নগদে।
20 টাকার দিন শেষ, নগদে বাংলাদেশ।
সবচেয়ে বিস্তৃত রবি 4.5G ভিডিও স্টক নেটওয়ার্কে এক্সপেরিয়েন্স করুন 6 GB মাত্র 114 টাকার রিচার্জে। রবি।
Poor shot selection from the youngster Shamim Hussain. Swing and a miss. Needs to be watchful here. Just the width that allowed the batsman to free his arms. Choidul is here because of this. Never there. I know the fielder was inside the circle on the offside, but you got to get to the pitch of the delivery. It's too far away. And as I mentioned, it's not sort of a pitch where you're going to back yourself up playing big shots straight away. He did hit the spinner for a 6 and a 4 on the very first delivery against Mustafizur Rahman. There's a big prize for trying to play that particular shot. Or bowled.
Other, as you mentioned earlier, as a batsman or as a bowler, you need to adapt to the pitch pretty early. And being a batsman, when you see your other batsmen going out and it's been difficult for them, you need to go and adjust there as quick as possible. But from Gemcon Khulna's point of view, they wanted to play their shots. It's not just about the pitch today. It's also about the batsmen and the way they handled the situation. I think they could have done a bit better.
Have a look at the percentage of dot balls so far. 46, that is 56.7%. You got to give credit to the bowlers. And also about the skipper was trying to read the pitch to figure out what is the right good total to defend. And that's what you need to share. Quick run taken. But they do have the strategic timeout in the middle where they have an opportunity to talk to the coaches and the senior members and players can discuss the kind of surface that we have seen. Instead of looking to get to 160, 170, I reckon 130, 140 is a reasonable score on this kind of a surface. Because it's not easy to pick up boundaries, not easy to score runs here. So you got to be at your best. And also, Mithun, you got to give him the credit. I think he's been excellent in the last match and also in this one. Again, swing and a miss. There's a slip in place. So there's both sides of the coin. As a fielding side, how you prepare yourself and tell your bowlers what you are asking. Once you see a couple of overs, you know exactly what the surface is going to behave or how it's going to behave. And that also goes to the other skipper, Mahmudullah. Knowing that it's difficult to bat on, I'm sure they would have discussed it, I'm sure, 100%, but just by looking at the way they played their shot, you just think whether that was the right message being sent in the dressing room.
Yeah, end of another over, successful over from Mustafizur Rahman, 74 for 6 after 14.
বঙ্গবন্ধু ধরেছিলেন হাল সোনার বাংলা গড়ার, পথ দেখিয়েছেন তারুণ্যকে নতুন কিছু করার। সেই পথ ধরে আমরা গড়েছি বিশ্বের বিস্ময়। তার সে স্বপ্নে এগোবে বাংলা।
বঙ্গবন্ধুর স্বপ্নের পথে জেমকন খুলনা, জেমকন গ্রুপ।
মন দুরন্ত হতে চাইলেও শরীর তাতে সায় দেয় না, তাই শরীরটাকে ফিট রাখতে বসুন্ধরা আটা নিয়ে এলো 3 মাসের মোর টু লাইফ চ্যালেঞ্জ।
টানা 3 মাস শরীরচর্চার পাশাপাশি নিয়মিত বসুন্ধরা আটার রুটি খান। এর লো ক্যালোরি লো কার্ব শরীরকে রাখবে সবসময় হালকা। বসুন্ধরা আটা, প্রতিদিনের শুদ্ধতায়, প্রতিদিনের সুস্থতায়।
যে কোনো সময় যে কোনো জায়গায় দেশের সবচেয়ে বেশি সংখ্যক ব্যাংক থেকে নিমেষে টাকা আনুন বিকাশে। আর প্রথমবার অ্যাড মানিতে 100 টাকা ক্যাশব্যাক ও 100 টাকার ডিসকাউন্ট কুপন ফ্রি।
কলেজ না উঠলে ক্লাস করবি কেমনে? দেশ জুড়ে শিক্ষার আলো পৌঁছে দেওয়া চাইলেই সম্ভব। বিস্তৃত 4G নেটওয়ার্ক নিয়ে পাশে আছি আমরা, গ্রামীণ ফোন।
He picked up the wicket in the last game.
That's a really good piece of fielding. Needs a direct hit. Would have been curtains. Very good. Taijul Islam had to dive to the right. Remember, he's a left-hander. So to turn around, pick it up, and threw it at the stumps. Have a look at this. This is brilliant. Absolutely fantastic. Ooh. Would have been tight. Good cricket all around.
As a captain, it's always Somu Sharka is one of those.
They have yet to put a foot wrong. Gazi group Chattogram. There's the fan zone. Getting connected. Ace virtual fan zone. At home. Keeping the close eyes. Enjoying the game during these times. Fantastic to see the fans getting connected. Inside edge. On to the keeper. That's what I mean. It's not an easy surface to bat on. Instead of looking to play big shots, guide it to a third man. Wait. Get the Ariful Haq on strike. Running out of overs also. Khulna.
That's uppish. Up and above. Goes for an IPDC boundary. A welcome boundary indeed for Gemcon Khulna.
A much needed one. Gets a good connection and elevation. Gets the elevation right also. It's uppish, way up over that fielder, Taijul Islam. And once you get over that fielder in that direction, was boundary written all over it. Again, this time thickest outside edge will fetch him a single.
Ariful won't mind. Getting a couple of boundaries from here will make his job a bit easier, but he needs to stay till the end if Gemcon Khulna needs to post a good total or at least a formidable total to give something for the bowlers.
Yeah, we know what he can do with the bat, especially in the last over. He smashed 4 sixes. That was off a spinner and won the game. Oh, big mix-up! Really big mix-up! Stopped in the middle. I just want to see who needs to go out. But certainly a wicket there. Big misunderstanding there between both these batsmen. Just making sure who made the ground earlier. Both were stranded in the middle. Remember, there was hit straight to the hands. Have a look at this. He's cut that. He doesn't want to run. Yes, no, still not decided. Gone. I think Ariful should be okay.
That's the last thing they would have wanted here. Oh boy, it's been a sorry day for Gemcon Khulna. Nothing's gone their way. And in the end, who's out? That's going to be the tricky question. And it's Shahidul. Yeah, that's a huge mix-up. Yeah, both the batsmen are at the middle. So it's going to be a bit tricky here. Oh boy. Yeah. Seems both the batsmen are the same position and same place, but yeah.
Just making sure when the bails were taken off, who's out from that end. They're actually literally right next to each other when the keeper takes the bails off. Tricky one here. When you look at the motion, obviously Ariful is going to the non-striker end. But have they crossed over? Here is the question.
The good part about it was Liton Das grabbed the ball and immediately dispatched the bails. So he knew there was a chance to dismiss Ariful here, the man they wanted. Oh boy, that's a dilemma for the third umpire as well.
Looks like Shahidul Islam is the one. Yep. He goes for 5. 80 for 7.
জানাও তোমার তিনটি ইচ্ছা।
দাঁড়াও।
ওকে দাঁড়ালাম, বাকি দুটা
স্প্রাইট।
80 for 7. Deep trouble. Complete domination by the bowlers. What a mix-up. We've had 2 mix-ups. Regard to run-outs. This is the last one. Look at both of them ball watching, looking at each other, saying yes, saying no, having a little bit of an argument. Oh dear, that's tragic. They are in deep trouble, and that's compounded that trouble. Got to be a little more observant. Well, it's going to risk his arm now, isn't he now?
Yeah, that run out, second run out of the innings, obviously, and just when teams are in run outs, there's not much cohesion. You just feel that the team isn't on the same hymn sheet. Struggling for any rhythm, the confidence is probably down. And when those things kind of happen, everything happens at once. Everything's confounded. 81 for 7. Take nothing away from Chattogram. They've been excellent. They've done everything well, done the basics well, hit a good line of length, held their catches, picked up the run-outs. Very good.
Yes, we tend to sort of lose our observation when the batting side is doing so badly. As you mentioned, the bowling, the fielding of the Chattogram team has been exemplary, even the keeping.
Yeah, the keeper's been excellent. Mohammed Mithun. Litton Das, I beg your pardon. Litton Das. Mohammed Mithun is the skipper. He's done a wonderful job as captain. Lovely slow ball. Really good change-up. Drops it down to 125k. Just rolls his fingers. Cross it. Yeah, look at that. It's got a great wrist, actually, the Fizz. That's where he can change his pace so late in the day.
A very supple wrist and the control. I mean, a lot of bowlers, will be trying to do exactly what he is doing, and also very disconcerting for the batters in not being able to notice that little change right at the point of release by Mustafiz. Batters having a lot of problems. Well, it's up in the air now. Fielder coming, taking another lollipop. Well, it's really looking terrible, tragic for the Khulna team.
It's a simple catch in the deep. Barishal just trying to get on with it. Tricky pitch, we've said it already. It's a bit too pace, toe end. Easy as you like. Mossadegh, he's a good fielder, Mossadegh. Another wicket for the Fizz. He's having a good campaign. Barishal Hussein's got to go for a duck. 81 for 8. And with that, it's time for the Bashundara LP Gas Strategic Timeout.
জানাও তোমার তিনটি ইচ্ছা।
দাঁড়াও।
ওকে দাঁড়ালাম, বাকি দুটা
স্প্রাইট। শেষ ইচ্ছা, আবার 3টে ইচ্ছা দাও।
স্প্রাইট, আগে তৃষ্ণা মেটাও।
ক্যাশ আউট চার্জটাও দিস, 20 টাকা কিন্তু।
দেশের সর্বনিম্ন ক্যাশ আউট চার্জ 1009 টাকা 99 পয়সা। এবার সব হবে নগদে।
20 টাকার দিন শেষ, নগদে বাংলাদেশ।
ফ্রেন্ডশিপের এই ম্যাজিক্যাল চেইন রিঅ্যাকশন কোনো অ্যানালাইসিস দিয়ে জাজ করা যাবে না ব্রো। এসব শুধু বন্ধু থাকলেই পসিবল। এয়ারটেল, বন্ধুদের নাম্বার 1 নেটওয়ার্ক।
প্রতারক কেটে দিলাম। বিকাশের গোপন তথ্য চাইলে কল কেটে দিন।
শেষ হয়ে গেলাম ভাই, ক্যাশ আউট চার্জ 1020 টাকা দিতে দিতে।
দেশের সর্বনিম্ন ক্যাশ আউট চার্জ 1009.99 এবার সব হবে নগদে।
20 টাকার দিন শেষ, নগদে বাংলাদেশ।
বঙ্গবন্ধু ধরেছিলেন হাল সোনার বাংলা গড়ার, পথ দেখিয়েছেন তারুণ্যকে নতুন কিছু করার। সেই পথ ধরে আমরা গড়েছি
বিশ্বের বিস্ময়।
তার সে স্বপ্নে এগোবে বাংলা।
বঙ্গবন্ধুর স্বপ্নের পথে জেমকন খুলনা, জেমকন গ্রুপ।
প্রতারক কেটে দিলাম। বিকাশে গোপন তথ্য চাইলে কল কেটে দিন।
তোমাকে না বিকাশ অ্যাকাউন্ট খুলে দিলাম, বিল বিকাশ করো, পেয়ে বিলে যাও, তথ্য দিয়ে পিন দাও। এই দেখো ডিজিটাল রিসিপ্ট, বিল দেওয়ার প্রমাণ।
প্রতি মাসে তাহলে বিদ্যুৎ বিল বিকাশ করব।
এখন দেশের যে কোনো বিদ্যুৎ বিল বিকাশ করুন নিশ্চিন্তে।
কলেজ নড়লে ক্লাস করবি কেমনে?
দেশ জুড়ে শিক্ষার আলো পৌঁছে দেওয়া চাইলেই সম্ভব। বিস্তৃত 4G নেটওয়ার্ক নিয়ে পাশে আছি আমরা, গ্রামীণ ফোন।
টাকাটা মোবাইলেই দাও, সাথে ক্যাশ আউট চার্জ 20 টাকা।
দেশের সর্বনিম্ন ক্যাশ আউট চার্জ 1009.99 এবার সব হবে নগদে।
20 টাকার দিন শেষ, নগদে বাংলাদেশ।
কোকা-কোলার সাথে খাওয়ার মজা জমবে।
সবচেয়ে বিস্তৃত রবি 4.5G ভিডিও স্টক নেটওয়ার্কে এক্সপেরিয়েন্স করুন 6GB মাত্র 114 টাকার রিচার্জে। রবি।
Strategic timeout about to be completed and the players getting back.
3, 2, 1.
Deep trouble for Gemcon Khulna. Last hope is Ariful Haq. He has been pretty good with a couple of 40s in the previous two games. It's running out of partners. Does well to chop that down. And himself a single, don't want another run out. That's 16 overs completed. It's 8-2 for 8.
Yes! আজকে আমি খাবো ঝাল ঝাল চিনি ম্যাগি। ফ্রাইডেতে শ্রিম্প ম্যাগি, স্যাটারডেতে ভেজি ওয়ান, মঙ্গল বুধ বৃহস্পতি সুপি এক টমিয়াম, সানডে মানডে ম্যাগি চিকেন, কি যে মজা ইয়াম।
ম্যাগি মানে ভিন্ন স্বাদে প্রতিদিন।
ভাগ্যিস ম্যাগি ছিল।
From Nestle.
বিকাশ অ্যাপে ডাবল বোনাস। প্রথমবার অ্যাপে লগ ইন করলেই 25 টাকা বোনাস। তারপর প্রথম 25 টাকা রিচার্জে আরো 50 টাকা ক্যাশব্যাক। এখনই বিকাশ অ্যাপে লগ ইন করে মোবাইল রিচার্জ করুন।
সবচেয়ে বিস্তৃত রবি 4.5G ভিডিও স্টক নেটওয়ার্কে এক্সপেরিয়েন্স করুন 6GB মাত্র 114 টাকার রিচার্জে। রবি।
ক্যাশ আউট চার্জটাও 20 টাকা কিন্তু।
দেশের সর্বনিম্ন ক্যাশ আউট চার্জ 1009.99
with run-outs. Tried different tactics, didn't work at all. We've come down horridly to it. Quickly through for a single. Oh, another yes and no.
Good gloves again. Litsundas. Excellent, excellent behind the sticks. Been very, very tidy today. Well, this is the last wicket. You just got to give yourself a chance. The fears he's been around too long. He's too wily a campaigner. Picked up 2 wickets in the last game. He's got another couple today. Simple as you like. Mossadegh.
And he's come back in. Hassan Mahmood. Only change. Oh, big appeal. Now there's a little bit of sound possibly deflecting off. Nothing, because the umpire has given a wide.
Well, having to think about it, I always find this interesting. There's always a big appeal. Umpire says no, and then you think with a big appeal, let's send it upstairs, but no. Bit of kidology.
Yeah, just trying to preempt the umpire from, giving that wide and making it seem closer than it was. Let's have a look at this. You see him once again. Oh, it's pretty close to that. Maybe a bit of pad touched before. That's why they thought there was. Oh my goodness, that reared up. Excellent bowling.
Hassan, one bounce. Sorry, ball. One.
Well, this was the previous. There was a big appeal. Have a look, Ski. No. Fabulous umpiring. Bit of pad.
Well, that's what I thought. There was a sound, definite sound. That's why they appealed. There was off, just brushed the pad. So, the umpire didn't notice that. I hear that.
Yeah, bonus run for Khulna. They needed it. They certainly need the bonus. They need something. You've got to try and get 120 here. Somehow, however they can get to 120 and then say, right, Shakib Al Hassan, win us this game with the ball, because there is a bit of purchase, there is a bit of assistance. 120, you never know.
Both the pacer Shariful and Mustafizur have really got the ball to bust and hold up and just go across like that. Excellent bowling.
Well, I think Araful's going to have a bit of a dip here when he gets back on strike. I'm not sure he can rely too much on 10 and 11. He's a man in form. He's been out there a long time, Araful. He might need to throw bat to ball. He might need to turn down singles. We've seen him do that in the previous two games. Turn down singles when he's batting with a tail and club them into the stand.
That stroked nicely into the deep. It's just going to get a single. There's some cover there. Yeah, Ariful starts off slowly, but as we've seen, his belligerence and when he's in an attacking mood, he will go for quick fire runs. But he needs to retain the strike with a single.
Yeah, single will do nicely. So even just a drop and run, get yourself back on strike for the last start of the 18th over. Maybe a wide Yorker might be an option, even a bouncer.
Well, it's tucked away comfortably. Opportunity for a couple, but to reject it, and he's going to retain strike at the end of the 17th over. 86 for 8.
তোমাকে না বিকাশ অ্যাকাউন্ট খুলে দিলাম, বিল বিকাশ করো, পেয়ে বিলে যাও, তথ্য দিয়ে পিন দাও। এই দেখো ডিজিটাল রিসিপ্ট, বিল দেওয়ার প্রমাণ।
প্রতি মাসে তাহলে বিদ্যুৎ বিল বিকাশ করব। এখন দেশের যে কোনো বিদ্যুৎ বিল বিকাশ করুন নিশ্চিন্তে। কোকা-কোলার সাথে খাওয়ার মজা জমবে।
ক্যাশ আউট চার্জটাও 20 টাকা কিন্তু।
দেশের সর্বনিম্ন ক্যাশ আউট চার্জ 1009 টাকা 99 পয়সা। এবার সব হবে নগদে।
20 টাকার দিন শেষ, নগদে বাংলাদেশ।
Then Ariful makes a little poke. He says that moved away, gripped and went.
Always seems to be one step ahead, the Fizz. And it's the wrist again. Late doors, that wrist just cutting across the ball. It's hard to pick up as a batsman. Yeah, outfoxes Araful. Wonderful, wonderful bowling.
Fast spinner. Spinners would be proud of extracting that purchase. This time a tad short and a little bit of a fumble. Doesn't take a run.
Well, the field might need to be adjusted, especially if he's going to bowl a lot of slow balls here. There's a chance to maybe bring that third man in and drop mid-off up. Might need a bit of protection. Might be worthwhile bringing that third man inside the ring and maybe dropping that mid-off. Araful's a powerful striker, and if the Fizz is going to bowl a lot of slow balls.
Ah, that's gone. He just bowled that short pitch delivery, knew that Ariful was not going to hang about, try to go for the big shots, and he lulled him into that shot, didn't he?
Well, it's a full speed short ball. It's aggressive, it's high. Araful Hakia, well, he has to take it on. He can't sit and watch any longer. The innings has just stagnated, it's stalled, it's stumbling along. 15 today for Araful. Slow, 30 balls, 86 for 9.
Yes, I
স্বাদে প্রতিদিন।
ভাগ্যিস ম্যাগি ছিল। From Nestle.
বঙ্গবন্ধু ধরেছিলেন হাল সোনার বাংলা গড়ার, পথ দেখিয়েছেন তারুণ্যকে নতুন কিছু করার। সেই পথ ধরে আমরা গড়েছি
বিশ্বের বিস্ময়।
তার সে স্বপ্নে এগোবে বাংলা।
বঙ্গবন্ধুর স্বপ্নের পথে জেমকন খুলনা, জেমকন গ্রুপ।
কলেজ নড়লে ক্লাস করবি কেমনে? দেশ জুড়ে শিক্ষার আলো পৌঁছে দেওয়া চাইলেই সম্ভব। বিস্তৃত 4G নেটওয়ার্ক নিয়ে পাশে আছি আমরা, গ্রামীণ ফোন।
Some accurate spin bowling and some excellent pace from Mustafiz, and Shere not been allowed any leeway at all. Well, he's going to throw his bat at virtually everything, I suspect.
Very impressive, the Fizz. It's a good short ball. Make sure he gets it high, so it's difficult for Araful to control. We've seen Araful hit balls from waist high and chest high comfortably over mid-wicket and square leg in this tournament so far. When that was high, it was a simple catch in the end. Nahidul takes it nice and low to the ground, but it's good bowling. It's outboxing the batsman. It's clever. Just what you expect.
Isn't this wicket very conducive to the type of bowling that he dishes out, Mustafiz? Catches the call. It's flying through to the fielder who tumbles and takes it. Well, that is it. The agony ends for Gemcon Khulna.
Well, it's a belting catch again. It really is fantastic awareness, speed, agility. It's the Fizz again. Well, what an outing. He's picked up his fourth, totally outboxing the batsman, clueless. Tail ender, you can understand that. This is a really good catch. Yeah, and when you hit the ground, sometimes your elbow can make the ball pop out. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful out for the Fizz today. Picked up 4 for 5 or 3.5. End of a pretty sorrowful innings by Khulna, but Chattogram are playing some marvellous cricket, full of confidence.
They are, and then look at those figures. Only Imrul Kais with 21 and 3 others getting into double figures, Zahrul, Ariful and Shamim, but the others not really making an impression. It has been, as you mentioned, very disappointing, disastrous to mention that the top order failing again, and that's going to be very worrisome. For the Gemcon Khulna team.
Well, these are the partnerships, we'll call them today. They weren't too fruitful. Imrul Kais and Shakib added 19 at a run of ball. Kais and Jaharul 17, but you just couldn't get going. Gemcon Khulna, every time the partnership started to happen, they lost a wicket. 86 all out, 9 extras. They were gifted 9. 86, a pretty disappointing performance. These are some of the highlights of the first innings. Imrul Kais, well, he found a little bit of form today. He had 2 ducks in the previous 2 games, but he found a little bit of touch. He'll start feeling a whole lot better about his game. Flowing batsman Imrul Kais on his day. He can hit both leg side, offside. Now, this was the area. Jaharul Islam came in, looked positive, hit a big 6. Tajul Islam followed up with a boundary. This was a good, nice bit of placement. But he was stumped. And then a couple of boundaries, but just regular wickets. Wickets just kept falling and falling.
Naidul in English? Naidul, must be pleasing the way your team bowled today, and once again you managed আমি বলতে চাচ্ছিলাম যে আজকে বোলিং করতে যে প্রথম অবস্থায় যে উইকেটটা কেমন মনে হচ্ছে? পেস বোলাররাও সাহায্য পাচ্ছিল, স্পিন বোলাররাও পাচ্ছিল, কি মনে হয়েছে?
উইকেটটা একটু স্লো ছিল আর উইকেটটা একটু আনইভেন বাউন্স হচ্ছিল, অত স্ট্রেইট একদম ফ্ল্যাট উইকেট ছিল না, একটু বল একটু লাভ দিচ্ছিল, বলটা লাভ দিচ্ছিল বলতে মানে কি মাঝে
এবং যেই চারিদিকে ফিল্ডিং দেখেছি আজকে কিন্তু ক্যাচগুলো ভালো নেওয়া হয়েছে, রান আউট করা হয়েছে, সবকিছু মিলিয়ে আউটফিল্ডিংটা কেমন ছিল?
ওভারঅল সবাই চেষ্টা করছে যে যত ভালো করা যায়, কারণ ফিল্ডিংটা আমাদের অনেক ইম্পর্টেন্ট, একটা টি-20তে ফিল্ডিংটা অনেক ইম্পর্টেন্ট। তা সবাই চেষ্টা করে যে মোটামুটি ভাবে যে যতটুকু ভাবে 100% দেওয়ার।
এবং যেভাবে বোলাররা অপোজিশনকে এত অল্প রানে আউট করে দিচ্ছে, ব্যাটসম্যানের তো সুযোগই পাচ্ছে না।
চেষ্টা করতেছি যে আমরা সবাই যে লাইন লেন্থ বজায় রেখে ঠিক জায়গায় জানি একটা চ্যানেলে আমরা বল করতে পারি, যাতে যতটুক টিমের জন্য হেল্প করা যায় বা যে যতটুক পারে কন্ট্রিবিউট করা যায়।
Well played, entertained us. ধন্যবাদ.
Thank you.
Good luck.
These are a couple of wickets for Nahidul. So that was the big one. Shaki Balasano was a disappointing stroke, really. Never looked set. Mahmudullah looks a little out of sorts to me. There's a soft dismissal playing around his front pad. Good decision by the umpire. Umpire's call for impact. Very impressive bowling display. Nahidul opening up as a spinner, never easy. 2 for 15. Shoreful looks good. Got plenty of energy, gets plenty behind the ball with his left arm fast. The Fizz, 4 for 5 or 3.4. He has been absolutely sensational thus far.
Well, Gemcon Khulna and Gazi Group Chattogram playing this. Gazi Group Chattogram need 87 runs in their 20 overs at a comfortable rate of 4.35 runs per hour. We're going to take a short break. Please join us for the chase.
শেষ হয়ে গেলাম ভাই, ক্যাশ আউট চার্জ 1020 টাকা দিতে দিতে।
দেশের সর্বনিম্ন ক্যাশ আউট চার্জ 1009 টাকা 99 পয়সা। এবার সব হবে নগদে।
20 টাকার দিন শেষ, নগদে বাংলাদেশ।
প্রতারক কেটে দিলাম। বিকাশে গোপন তথ্য চাইলে কল কেটে দিন।
যখনই বকওয়াস তখনই মুখে দিন গোল্ড মার্কের সুগার কোটেড কুরমুরে বিস্কুট পপস।
5 টাকার কুরমুরে পপস, সব বকওয়াস বন্ধ।
সবচেয়ে বিস্তৃত রবি 4.5G ভিডিও স্ট্রং নেটওয়ার্কে এক্সপেরিয়েন্স করুন 6GB মাত্র 114 টাকার চার্জে। রবি
অনলাইনে আকাশ বেসিক সংযোগের সাথে স্ট্যান্ডার্ড প্যাক।
21 of 26 and then double figures for Johurul, Ariful, Shamim. They were just hoping whether that pair of Ariful and Shamim can repeat the performances what they did in the last couple of matches. Gazi group Chattogram, outstanding with the ball, absolutely brilliant, spot on. They read the pitch very quickly and desired result. Mustafizur Rahman was literally unplayable. Have a look at his figures. 3.5 overs, 4 for 5, and have a look at the dots that he bowled. 18 dots, simply incredible. Couple of wickets for the other bowlers as well. First one to go was a big mix-up. Anamul Haq run out in that fashion. Never a run there. And then Shakib Al Hassan would also be pretty disappointed trying to heave it over the fielder. Finds the fielder. Mahmudullah playing it all across. Nahidul Islam was the one who started giving the breakthrough. Beautiful ball. And then a couple of boundaries and then this. Johul getting stumped. Lovely delivery from Taijul. Bit of a grip, bit of a turn. Trying to hit that over the top and finding Mominul Haq in the deep. Not the kind of surface where you back yourself up to play short. They tried harder. The moment they tried to play big shots, they kept losing wickets at regular intervals. Again, a lovely bit of fielding from Taijul Islam and again a run out. Big mix up there. Rishad Hussain trying to play the big one. Number of players trying to hit over the top and getting caught inside the circle. Ariful hitting one straight to deep square leg. Another kind of a wicket where you back yourself up. And that's exactly what Khulna bowlers need to feel, that they will be in with the game if they can bowl in the right areas. Alamin, the last man dismissed. Good catch in the deep. Once again, Chattogram putting up a really good performance with the ball. Right, we'll take a short break and we'll be back with the chase.
ভাবি আজকে কিন্তু 3টায়
তোর আমি এতবার কইছি আমি তোর ভালোবাসি, তারপর আমার এত বড় সর্বনাশ কি লিখে করতেছস তুই?
মানে আকাশ বেসিক ভাবি এই জন্যই আসে।
এত ঝকঝকা আজকেই কিনুম।
ঘরের বেসিক ঠিক রাখতে নিয়ে আসুন আকাশ বেসিক মাত্র ৩,৯৯৯ টাকায়।
গোল্ড মার্কেট সুগার কোটেড কুরমুরে বিস্কুট পপস,
৫ টাকার কুরমুরে পপস, সব বকওয়াস বন্ধ।
তোমাকে না বিকাশ অ্যাকাউন্ট খুলে দিলাম, বিল বিকাশ করো, পে বিলে যাও, তথ্য দিয়ে পিন দাও। এই দেখো ডিজিটাল রিসিপ্ট, বিল দেওয়ার প্রমাণ।
প্রতি মাসে তাহলে বিদ্যুৎ বিল বিকাশ করব। এখন দেশের যে কোনো বিদ্যুৎ বিল বিকাশ করুন নিশ্চিন্তে।
আজকে আমি খাবো ঝাল ঝাল চিকেন ম্যাগি। ফ্রাইডেতে শ্রিম্প ম্যাগি, স্যাটারডেতে ভেজি ওয়ান, মঙ্গল বুধ বৃহস্পতি সুপি একটা মিয়াম, সানডে মানডে ম্যাগি চিকেন, কি যে মজা ইয়াম।
ম্যাগি মানে ভিন্ন স্বাদে প্রতিদিন।
ভাগ্যিস ম্যাগি ছিল।
From Nestle.
যেভাবে চাই হবে, যখন চাই হবে, জনপ্রিয় মুখে প্রিয় স্বাদ, ইয়ামি স্বাদে, ইয়ামি 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 স্বাদে পুষ্টির বাহার।
যার যেমন পছন্দ নিমিষেই তৈরি মজাদার বসুন্ধরা নুডলস, ইয়াম্মি স্বাদে পুষ্টির বাহার।
যে কোনো সময় যে কোনো জায়গায় দেশের সবচেয়ে বেশি সংখ্যক ব্যাংক থেকে নিমেষে টাকা আনুন বিকাশে। আর প্রথমবার অ্যাড মানিতে 100 টাকা ক্যাশব্যাক ও 100 টাকার ডিসকাউন্ট কুপন ফ্রি।
বঙ্গবন্ধু ধরেছিলেন হাল সোনার বাংলা গড়ার, পথ দেখিয়েছেন তারুণ্যকে নতুন কিছু করার। সেই পথ ধরে আমরা গড়েছি বিশ্বের বিস্ময়।
তার সে স্বপ্নে এগোবে বাংলা। বঙ্গবন্ধুর স্বপ্নের পথে জেমকন খুলনা, জেমকন গ্রুপ।
কলেজ নড়লে ক্লাস করবি কেমনে?
দেশ জুড়ে শিক্ষার আলো পৌঁছে দেওয়া চাইলেই সম্ভব। বিস্তৃত 4G নেটওয়ার্ক নিয়ে পাশে আছি আমরা, গ্রামীণ ফোন।
শেষ হয়ে গেলাম ভাই, ক্যাশ আউট চার্জ 1020 টাকা দিতে দিতে।
দেশের সর্বনিম্ন ক্যাশ আউট চার্জ 1009 টাকা 99 পয়সা। এবার সব হবে নগদে।
20 টাকার দিন শেষ, নগদে বাংলাদেশ।
কোকা-কোলার সাথে খাওয়ার মজা জমবে।
আজকে আমি খাবো ঝাল ঝাল চিকেন ম্যাগি। ফ্রাইডেতে শ্রিম্প ম্যাগি, স্যাটারডেতে ভেজি ওয়ান, মঙ্গল বুধ বৃহস্পতি সুপি একটা মিয়াম, সানডে মানডে ম্যাগি চিকেন, কি যে মজা ইয়াম।
ম্যাগি মানে ভিন্ন স্বাদে প্রতিদিন।
ভাগ্যিস ম্যাগি ছিল। From Nestle.
যেভাবে চাই হবে, যখন চাই হবে, স্বপ্ন প্রিয় মুখে প্রিয় স্বাদ। ইয়ামি স্বাদে, ইয়ামি 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 স্বাদে পুষ্টির বাহার।
যার যেমন পছন্দ নিমি
6 and getting bowled out in the 18th over thanks to some magnificent bowling from the Fizz Mustafizur Rahman, who picked up 4. There you go, 4 for 5 with 18. No, that's simply incredible. A couple of wickets for Nahidul. I thought he bowled really well, and Tajul also picking up 2 wickets. But Mustafizur Rahman was the star, and whenever he comes across a surface which is going to get some grip, he will be in really good touch. Everyone trying to play big shots and getting out. And out of those 4, 3 looked in a similar fashion, didn't they? He's trying to heave it. Have a look at his length. It was brilliant, absolutely brilliant. The length was good. He used the short ball well. I just felt that it was a kind of a two-page surface. That's the reason batsmen just kept on repeating mistakes after mistakes. Very good. He mixed it up, and you can see the class. You know, it's all over. But if you look at his figures, simply incredible. 4 for 5. Here you go. The ball in the huddle. Gemcon Khulna, it's Imrul Kaz, who was there for a while. He was the one who scored 21. Just telling his boys that we can do it, we can go and defend it. And I reckon Shakib Al Hasan can play a big part here. As I welcome Edward Rainsford, what do you make of the match so far?
Hello, Atta. Very disappointed. Obviously, Gemcon Khulna's batting effort, because as much as the pitch is a bit slow and holding up on the surface, I don't think 86 runs represents the conditions. However, this team have been very good with the ball. They did last night with the ball, they've done it again this afternoon with the ball. And Liton Das and Soumil Shaka. Now, I always judge a pitch after 2 sides have batted on it.
Fair enough.
And so it's important to see, and you said it in the build-up to this particular innings now, how are Khulna going to bowl? How are they going to use the conditions to benefit themselves? Can they defend 86? It's a tough task. But if you see figures of 4 for 5, goodness gracious. Hard. I like this player. I like Liton Das. Stylish. Good strike rate. He won't be far away from getting 100 in a T20 game because he's that good. played 100 matches. I like him too. Left-hander, elegant. Plays his natural game, best of 88, 129 matches.
Yeah, they smashed 90 when they chased that total against Beximco Dhaka the other night. Liton Das got 34 of 30, he got out. So Moshaka ended up scoring 44 of 29. So they've had a look at the wicket, but I feel that this is a completely different surface. So it's not going to be easy to go in with that frame of mind. Here we go. Alamin Hussain. But there will be something in for the bowler. And I also feel as a skipper, Mahmudullah, he has a slip in place. But can he get few more in the catching position? You've got to show that, yes, you've got to be a little bit more aggressive as a skipper, especially when you're defending a low total. You can't be defensive. You go and go with a defensive frame of mind, you won't be able to defend 87. I'm not saying even if you're aggressive, you'll go and defend that. But you've got to show that.
I want catches in the cover region. Catching cover, catching mid-wicket. Everybody seems to be hanging back except for the slip and the man who is not in a catching position on the far right of your screen, close to that green mat. And that's Saqib Al Hassan. Got to get closer. Get in the eye line of the batsman. Ask them to drive. Okay, Arthur. Oh my. In the previous innings, that was being skied up in the air and being caught to deep back with square leg. This one in control. Watches the ball right onto the back. Hits it down and it's punished.
Yeah, look at the bounce here. It sits up very nicely indeed. And this is one of his favorite shots. For Summo Shaka, that is bread and butter. That is a nice way to start his innings with a boundary. IPDC boundary. So you've got to be clever in terms of line and length as a bowler. You've got to show that intent that, yes, I'm not going to give you freebies so early in the innings. Once you do that, you just releases the pressure. Remember, they're not defending a very big total here.
Fine legs up in the circle. That means there's a man out in the deep backward square leg. As the camera pans, there you'll see him there in orange. He's walking a little bit to his left. Now, you want to pick up wickets. You've got to get more people in the circle. What a delivery that is.
Have a look at this delivery. And that's the reason why I suggested early on, get few fielders in the catching position, even an extra slip or a gully. He goes down and have a closer look. Beautifully bowled. Grips and then moves away. Lovely delivery.
Yeah, and that doesn't bring the man out at deep backward square into the game. As you rightly say, it brings the catches into the game. So I think he needs to come up and get more people in the circle in catching positions.
Yeah, you're basically protecting the boundary when you're having a fielder in the deep. And we spoke about the skipper being defensive. Still early days, but you've got to show the intent right from the word go. And a strong message across the batting lineup that I'm not going to make it easy for you. Now there's a gully in place. Onto the legs, easy pickings for Litondas. Both these batsmen are in a very good touch. 7.
শেষ হয়ে গেলাম ভাই। ক্যাশ আউট চার্জ 1020 টাকা দিতে দিতে।
দেশের সর্বনিম্ন ক্যাশ আউট চার্জ 1009 টাকা 99 পয়সা। এবার সব হবে নগদে।
20 টাকার দিন শেষ। নগদে বাংলাদেশ।
প্রতারক কেটে দিলাম। বিকাশের গোপন তথ্য চাইলে কল কেটে দিন।
যখনই বকোয়াস তখনই মুখে দিন গোল্ড মার্কেট সুগার কোটেড কুরমুরে বিস্কুট পপস।
5 টাকার কুরমুরে পপস, সব বকোয়াস বন্ধ।
সবচেয়ে বিস্তৃত রবি 4.5G ভিডিও স্ট্রং নেটওয়ার্কে এক্সপেরিয়েন্স করুন 6GB মাত্র 114 টাকা রিচার্জে। রবি।
A low total of 86. There's a strong batting lineup. The batting lineup has not yet been tested. He well covered. Nice mask. Boshundara mask. Ready? And that's what everyone is doing, wearing those Boshundhara masks. Shakib starts with a short one. That should be a boundary. Lovely touch. He's such a wonderful player to watch. He gets so much time. And you want to see him back as long as possible. That's in the second IPDC boundary.
And in the beginning of the first inning for Khulna, when Anmol was batting, he didn't get in a good position such as this. He nearly presented a catching opportunity. But you look at that visual, and that's good control. Even when it comes to defensive shots. Saqib Al Hasan opened the batting, and now he's opening the bowling. 312 games. Earlier this year, I paid attention to a masterclass by Shane Warne on Rashid Khan and the mentality of T20 bowling. The idea was, and this is what he said, that a lot of teams set defensive fields but bowl attackingly. So you're looking for wickets. So once the batsman feels that he can go after your attacking threat, the field will then come into play because it's slightly defensive. And that was Rashid Khan bowling. So you can almost look at Saqib Al Hasan in the same frame of mind because he's a fantastic cricketer.
Yeah, good point. Very good point. And these are the things that the bowlers need to realize, especially the skipper. I think the slip fielder is a little bit finer also. He's just taking his time now, having a good look at what the surface is offering to the batsman. And I like this change because we saw what they did in the last match. Both these batsmen, they went in with the frame of mind where they go and play shots. More defensive. Fair enough. 12 without loss.
বিকাশ অ্যাপে ডাবল বোনাস। প্রথমবার অ্যাপে লগ ইন করলেই 25 টাকা বোনাস, তারপর প্রথম 25 টাকা রিচার্জে আরো 50 টাকা ক্যাশব্যাক। এখনই বিকাশ অ্যাপে লগ ইন করে মোবাইল রিচার্জ করুন। কোকা-কোলার সাথে খাওয়ার মজা জমবে।
কলেজ নড়লে ক্লাস করবি কেমনে? দেশ জুড়ে শিক্ষার আলো পৌঁছে দেওয়া চাইলেই সম্ভব। বিস্তৃত 4G নেটওয়ার্ক নিয়ে পাশে আছি আমরা, গ্রামীণ ফোন।
টাকাটা মোবাইলেই দাও, সাথে ক্যাশ আউট চার্জ 20 টাকা।
দেশের সর্বনিম্ন ক্যাশ আউট চার্জ 1009 টাকা 99 পয়সা। এবার সব হবে নগদে।
20 টাকার দিন শেষ, নগদে বাংলাদেশ।
Gazi group Chattogram, they've started steadily.
Hassan Mahmood in the team. Wickets is what they will be looking for. Oh, nearly goes through the defenses. Lucky, just came back quite sharply. He bowls a heavy ball. He bowls with decent pace here. Hassan.
Comes back sharply. But it gives that length. Just gives Mr. Das just a little bit more time to get into a position to defend the ball. If it's fuller, he has to make that decision quicker onto the front foot. Shorter man, so length he can pick up quite quickly. A gully in place, still no catches in front of the wicket. Goodbye. Goodbye. IPDC boundary.
Already seen a couple of boundaries off a short pitch delivery. And you got to learn as a bowler. You got to learn quickly. And you saw what happened when they were batting. It was struggling time for the batsman there. Just a freebie. Again, short and wide, gets the treatment. For more, IPDC boundary.
Oh, the IPDC boundaries are flowing for Chattogram. This time on the offside. This time short. Width cut away with disdain. You can't do anything to stop that. It's such a flowing shot. But the length is what is really, really, really. But you know, Atta, I need to sanitize my hands. Can you help me out?
Absolutely, sir. And it's one of the best in the markets. Organic care, safe and sanitizing. Oh, beautiful. He doesn't learn anything. He just keeps on bowling short pitch delivery. And if you keep on doing that, that's the result you're going to get. He's got to learn it. It's an IPDC boundary off the back foot. Lovely touch, isn't it?
It's just too good. Look at that. Look at the lines. Plays the ball late, right under his eyes, and it's just a slight push at the ball. It's all timing. If the ball hits that on the full, you walk away with 50,000 taka, but there's another boundary. IPDC boundaries are flowing. Classy batting by Littendas.
That's the fourth four in consecutive deliveries, and every ball has been a short one. Have a look at that. Look at a beautiful piece of timing. It's just a mere push, and it races over to the boundary ropes. Lovely timing. Looks to be in good touch. Again a short one. This time a single, but he will keep the strike. 17 in that over. Chattogram getting a fly start one more time. 29 without loss.
বঙ্গবন্ধু ধরেছিলেন হাল সোনার বাংলা গড়ার, পথ দেখিয়েছেন তারুণ্যকে নতুন কিছু করার। সেই পথ ধরে আমরা গড়েছি
বিশ্বের বিস্ময়।
তার সে স্বপ্নে এগোবে বাংলা।
বঙ্গবন্ধুর স্বপ্নের পথে জেমকন খুলনা, জেমকন গ্রুপ।
ম্যাডাম, বিকাশ থেকে নাহিদ বলছি। অ্যাকাউন্ট আপডেটের জন্য আপনার ফোনের SMS এ যে 6 সংখ্যার নাম্বারটি গিয়েছে সেটি বলুন।
কি?
প্রথমে বিকাশ সেজে বিশ্বাস জিতে নিলাম, জলদি, না হলে বিকাশ অ্যাকাউন্ট বন্ধ হয়ে যাবে।
টেনশন। Shakib to continue. Both these batsmen showed what they are capable of in the last match. Litton smashed his way to 34 of 30. Mushaka was even severe. 44 of just 29. 2 6s and 4 4s. And somehow they need to find someone. He has to be the man, Shakib, to get a breakthrough, get a new batsman in. He started well in this over. Remember, 17 in the previous over. So he's just creating that pressure by bowling a few dot deliveries. He's bowled 3 on the trot.
Oh, the fielder gets in the way of that again. Really well timed. Timing the ball fantastically well.
Again finds the fielder. Turning out to be a very good over. And that's what you expect. That's what everyone expects from the superstar. It's been a wonderful over. He needs to finish up nicely here. It's a maiden. 29 without loss.
ম্যাডাম, বিকাশ থেকে নাহিদ বলছি। অ্যাকাউন্ট আপডেটের জন্য আপনার ফোনের SMS এ যে 6 সংখ্যার নাম্বারটি গিয়েছে সেটি বলুন।
কি?
প্রথমে বিকাশ সেজে বিশ্বাস জিতে নিলাম, জলদি, না হলে বিকাশ অ্যাকাউন্ট বন্ধ হয়ে যাবে। টেনশনে ফেললাম, এখন সব গোপন তথ্য দিয়ে দেবে।
এসব ফ্রডগিরি আমার সাথে চলবে না। যত
ধুর, ধরা খাইলাম।
বিকাশ অ্যাকাউন্টের পিন ও SMS এ আসা 6 সংখ্যার নাম্বার আপনার গোপন তথ্য। কাউকে দেবেন না। কেউ চাইলেই বুঝবেন প্রতারক। এমন কল পেলেই কেটে দিন।
ফ্রেন্ডশিপের এই ম্যাজিক্যাল চেইন রিঅ্যাকশন কোনো অ্যানালাইসিস দিয়ে জাজ করা যাবে না ব্রো। এসব শুধু বন্ধু থাকলেই পসিবল। এয়ারটেল, বন্ধুদের নাম্বার 1 নেটওয়ার্ক।
Good with the ball.
Ellerman back in the attack. And here's a bowler that seams the ball away from a left-hander. And there's no slip in place. Now, everybody's sort of on the boundary, defending. And the three bowlers that have been used. .58 required. Oh. IPBC 4.
And again of a short pitch delivery. And that is difficult for me to understand, knowing that every time a bowler has tried to bowl a short delivery, the batsmen have picked up a boundary. And they keep on repeating it over and over again. He's not going to miss out. They both have been in very good touch. Better, much better. You've got to bowl a little bit fuller. If you look at the way they have batted so far, without any trouble whatsoever. You've got to do much better with the ball. Oh, lovely, beautiful shot. Just leans into it, doesn't find the gap. And that is a classical cover drive from Shummo Shaka. Would have been a boundary had it found a gap. Talking about boundaries, the first one, short one. Litton Das belts it away. Again short and wide on the offside. Again short on the offside. Lovely piece of timing. And they kept on bowling in the area and he kept on picking up boundaries after boundaries.
And you look at that, and all those shots will make the highlight reel. But if you look at that and the way he is so aggressive against the loose bowling, and you take it to Khulna's innings and how they batted and how they went after the bowling, there wasn't much of that. So for me, I don't think it was as much the pitch or the shot selection.
Yeah, fair enough. I understand where you're coming from. Now the fielder in the gully, the skipper, has gone across at short mid-wicket.
There were only 7 fours and 2 sixes in that first innings. And here, already 7 boundaries have been hit. Right, 37 gone after 5 without loss.
জানাও তোমার তিনটি ইচ্ছা দাঁড়াও ওকে দাঁড়ালাম বাকি দুটা
স্প্রাইট শেষ ইচ্ছা আবার 3টে ইচ্ছা দাও
স্প্রাইট আগে তৃষ্ণা মেটাও
ক্যাশ আউট চার্জটাও দিস 20 টাকা কিন্তু
দেশের সর্বনিম্ন ক্যাশ আউট চার্জ 1099 টাকা এবার সব হবে নগদে
20 টাকার দিন শেষ নগদে বাংলাদেশ
সবচেয়ে বিস্তৃত রবি 4.5G ভিডিও স্ট্রং নেটওয়ার্কে এক্সপেরিয়েন্স করুন 6GB মাত্র 114 টাকার রিচার্জে। রবি।
যখনই বকোয়াস তখনই মুখে দিন গোল্ড মার্কেট সুগার কোটেড কুরমুরে বিস্কুট পপস
5 টাকার কুরমুরে পপস সব বকোয়াস বন্ধ।
Chattogram team now cruising along. None of the bowlers have been able to create any kind of impression on the two opening batsmen, Litton Kumar Das and Shummo Sarkar. It's been sublime from both of them, not really giving any opportunities at all. And it needs something miraculous if they're going to get back something from this game. Someone can do it, would be this man. Shakib Hassan into his third over, just gone for 6 runs so far. And it's something magical. Afternoon, Mazhar.
Good afternoon, Shamin. Both Shummo and Litton started from where they left in the previous game. Looked really solid. The best part was they wanted to put the ball right at the middle of the bat. Inside out, coming down the track. Didn't time it properly, but still it had enough legs to reach the fence for an IPBC 4.
What he did well is not to check. Once he felt that he was not quite to the pitch of the ball, still went through with that shot, with the extension of the arms. So there's no hesitation. That's why it sort of went over the coverage fielders and safely into the boundary. So that's the thing, basic difference I've noticed. A little shuffle towards the offside, has to adjust. Notice between the two batsmen of either side. The Gemcon Khulna batsmen were little tentative, not quite sure whether they're going to go for the shots, not picking up the right balls to go for the shots. Oh, attempted sweep, missed.
Liton Dash fancied his chances now. He looked really comfortable at the moment. Like both the batsmen, if you look at that shot, he had all the control. Not this one though.
Look at him backing away, trying to just thread the needle there, not succeeding. Power play completed, 39 without loss.
ভাবি আজকে কিন্তু তিনটায়
তোর আমি এতবার খুশি আমি তোর ভালোবাসি, তারপর আমার এত বড় সর্বনাশ কিল্লিকা করতেছিস তুই।
মানে
জোর না তোর বসে এত যায় কিল্লিকা, মনে করছিস বুঝি না আমি?
ও যায়, কারণ তোর তো বেসিকটাই নাই। আরে দোস্ত, তোর মনের অবস্থা তো তোর বাসার টিভির মতোই ঝাপসা। এই দেখ আকাশ বেসিক, ভাবি এই জন্যই আসে।
এত ঝকঝকা আজকাই কিনুম।
ঘরের বেসিক ঠিক রাখতে নিয়ে আসুন আকাশ বেসিক, মাত্র ৩,৯৯৯ টাকায়। চলে আসুন আকাশের ঝকঝকে টিভি দেখার নতুন দুনিয়ায়।
তোমাকে না বিকাশ অ্যাকাউন্ট খুলে দিলাম, বিল বিকাশ করো, পেয়ে বিলে যাও, তথ্য দিয়ে পিন দাও। এই দেখো ডিজিটাল রিসিপ্ট, বিল দেওয়ার প্রমাণ।
প্রতি মাসে তাহলে বিদ্যুৎ বিল বিকাশ করব। এখন দেশের যে কোনো বিদ্যুৎ বিল বিকাশ করুন নিশ্চিন্তে।
যখনই বকওয়াস তখনই মুখে দিন গোল্ড মার্কেট সুগার কোটেড কুরমুরে বিস্কুট পপস।
5 টাকার কুরমুরে পপস।
What he can dish up.
The positive side for Chattogram challengers, Chattogram batters in fact, both the game they had pretty similar situation. Not big target but still they played on their batting and the way they batted, it's been majestic. He had all the time to play that shot. In fact, it seemed like he waited for it till yesterday. Some gorgeous hitting from both the batsmen. He used the power play really well.
And they used the lack of bounce also, and the short pitch deliveries that was dished up. It was made simple by the bowlers, unfortunately. That aggression, that attacking attitude you needed to get early breakthroughs was not there. And even you can see the width always offered makes it so comfortable to dunk it away wherever you want. He's just blasted it through the covers for an IPDC 4.
It was there to hit. Liton Dash, quick hands, went for it hard. Just very short. Yeah, all you need just to put that bat onto it. Good placement though. There was a fielder in the deep.
Well, I'm afraid the bowling has been consistently inconsistent. Again, use of the feet, but this time the bowler was alert to the fact and just dropped the length a little shorter.
And there we go. Our fans, Ace Virtual Fan Zone, enjoying the game right from their home. Yeah, as a fan, you love to see your batters play just like that. Smooth all the way for another IPDC boundary.
A pristine touch. Just look at that shot. It goes forward, the bowler sees him coming, tries to bowl it wide, still reaches, and his tall, he's got long levers, still had that absolute control over the shot to time it and place it.
Single to end the over, and that brings up the 50 for Chattogram after 7 overs.
Yes! আজকে আমি খাবো ঝাল ঝাল চিকেন ম্যাগি। ফ্রাইডেতে শ্রিম্প ম্যাগি, স্যাটারডেতে ভেজি ওয়ান, মঙ্গল বুধ বৃহস্পতি সুপি এক টমিয়াম, সানডে মানডে ম্যাগি চিকেন, কি যে মজা ইয়াম।
ম্যাগি মানে ভিন্ন স্বাদে প্রতি
If you see the boundaries comparison, Khulna, 7 boundaries, 2 sixes. Chattogram, on the other hand, already scored 10 boundaries. Shoidul picked up 4 wickets in the first game, though.
Well, that's what I was saying. You just can't give up hope. You just got to keep on pegging away. Do your best as a bowler. Try the variations. Liton Das has been absolutely exemplary with his shot making. No question about that. Oozing with confidence. Waits on that so nicely. It's just a short arm punch away. That could have squared for another supreme looking IPDC4.
I just want to see his willow. So sweet. Whenever it hits the middle of the bat, the ball races through.
Yeah, we were also talking about the timing and the placement. Look at this. Exactly where he anticipated it, the height. Just a little bit aerial on that occasion. But still, you see, the sweet part of the bat, still a couple of runs. Just going along merrily for Chattogram.
For the bowler's point of view, it's been a tough day for the Gemcon Khulna bowlers. Shamim, you enjoyed your tea today?
You keep on enjoying the tea, but you know what? Out there, one team needs some Gazi and Gazi tea because they're falling behind on everything. Need something to boost up the spirits.
Then you should try the ginger one from Kazi and Kazi.
Yeah, Kazi and Kazi tea have a lot of variety. Kazi and Kazi. There you go. All types. Take your pick.
Rainsford said he loves ginger. Dot ball to end the over. 57 without loss after 8.
শেষ হয়ে গেলাম ভাই। ক্যাশ আউট চার্জ 1020 টাকা দিতে দিতে।
দেশের সর্বনিম্ন ক্যাশ আউট চার্জ 1009 টাকা 99 পয়সা। এবার সব হবে নগদে।
20 টাকার দিন শেষ, নগদে বাংলাদেশ।
কোকা-কোলার সাথে খাওয়ার মজা জমবে।
কলেজ নড়লে ক্লাস করবি কেমনে? দেশ জুড়ে শিক্ষার আলো পৌঁছে দেওয়া চাইলেই সম্ভব। বিস্তৃত 4G নেটওয়ার্ক নিয়ে পাশে আছি আমরা, গ্রামীণ ফোন।
টাকাটা মোবাইলেই দাও, সাথে ক্যাশ আউট চার্জ 20 টাকা।
দেশের সর্বনিম্ন ক্যাশ আউট চার্জ 1009 টাকা 99 পয়সা। এবার সব হবে নগদে।
20 টাকার দিন শেষ, নগদে বাংলাদেশ।
সবচেয়ে বিস্তৃত রবি 4.5G ভিডিও স্ট্রং নেটওয়ার্কে এক্সপেরিয়েন্স করুন 6GB মাত্র 114 টাকার চার্জে। রবি।
This game, some positive.
For Chattogam's point of view, Captain Mithun will be happy the way his bowlers bowl in both the two games, bundling out the opponent below 100. Yeah. Mahmudullah Riyad, skipper. That's flighted shot and beats the fielder at the fence for another IPDC4. That was cracking.
To it in a flash. Speed with the hand-eye. And then, this is excellent cricket. One that needs to be tucked away and ambles the single. Great stuff.
He looks so good when he gets going, and guys, you should wear Boshundara mask to remain safe and sound. It's really important. At the same time, the batters making it look so easy for them, cruising through for another victory. Liton Das already reached on 39 and Shomo on 22.
Oh, for once, Liton interested, Shomo saying no straight away. Can be flustered on occasions. Well, the Ace virtual fan zone, watching the match from the comfort of their homes, the safety of their homes, these COVID times. He goes straight to the fielder, tried to target the cow corner area.
Geez, that was timed superbly, right? He was unlucky in the end, not getting a boundary from that shot.
And easy as they come, little push for a single to finish over number 9. It's 64 without loss, and it's also going to be a signal for the Vasundhara LP Gas strategic timeout.
Yes, আজকে আমার দিন। আজকে আমি খাবো অনেক অনেক চিকেন ম্যাগি। ফ্রাইডেতে শ্রিম্প ম্যাগি, স্যাটারডেতে ভেজি ওয়ান, মঙ্গল বুধ বৃহস্পতি সুপি এক টমিয়া, সানডে মানডে ম্যাগি চিকেন।
ম্যাগি মানে ভিন্ন স্বাদে প্রতিদিন।
ভাগ্যিস ম্যাগি ছিল।
From Nestle.
জানাও তোমার 3টি ইচ্ছা।
দাঁড়াও।
ওকে, দাঁড়ালাম। বাকি 2টা
স্প্রাইট।
শেষ ইচ্ছা, আবার 3টে ইচ্ছা দাও। স্প্রাইট, আগে তৃষ্ণা মেটাও।
অনলাইনে আকাশ বেসিক সংযোগের সাথে স্ট্যান্ডার্ড প্যাক কিনে পেমেন্ট বিকাশ করলেই 300 টাকা ইনস্ট্যান্ট ক্যাশব্যাক।
বিকাশ অ্যাপে ডাবল বোনাস। প্রথমবার অ্যাপে লগ ইন করলেই 25 টাকা বোনাস, তারপর প্রথম 25 টাকা রিচার্জে আরো 50 টাকা ক্যাশব্যাক। এখনই বিকাশ অ্যাপে লগ ইন করে মোবাইল রিচার্জ করুন।
কলেজ নড়লে ক্লাস করবি কেমনে? দেশ জুড়ে শিক্ষার আলো পৌঁছে দেওয়া চাইলেই সম্ভব। বিস্তৃত 4G নেটওয়ার্ক নিয়ে পাশে আছি আমরা, গ্রামীণ ফোন।
বঙ্গবন্ধু ধরেছিলেন হাল সোনার বাংলা গড়ার, পথ দেখিয়েছেন তারুণ্যকে নতুন কিছু করার। সেই পথ ধরে আমরা গড়েছি
বিশ্বের বিস্ময়।
তার সে স্বপ্নে এগোবে বাংলা।
বঙ্গবন্ধুর স্বপ্নের পথে জেমকন খুলনা, জেমকন গ্রুপ।
ক্যাশ আউট চার্জটাও দিস 20 টাকা কিন্তু।
দেশের সর্বনিম্ন ক্যাশ আউট চার্জ 1009 টাকা 99 পয়সা। এবার সব হবে নগদে।
20 টাকার দিন শেষ, নগদে বাংলাদেশ।
সবচেয়ে বিস্তৃত রবি 4.5G ভিডিও স্ট্রং নেটওয়ার্কে এক্সপেরিয়েন্স করুন 6GB মাত্র 114 টাকার রিচার্জে। রবি।
কোকা-কোলার সাথে খাওয়ার মজা জমবে।
Just coming to the end of the Vasundhara LP Gas strategic timeout.
6, 5, 4,
Chattogram leading just 23 runs of the remaining 66 balls. And he's looking supremely confident. Shakib Al Hassan into his 4th over. He hasn't given away too many runs, but he could have done with a wicket or two. Again, attacking the bowler. This is signs of the batsman oozing with confidence and ambling the 2 runs. Well, during the break, you see the body language of the team. Shoulders down, no one really trying to encourage each other, just waiting for things to happen. That's not a good sight. Heads down. Got to snap out of it. They've got to snap out of this rut they've fallen into. I know it's very difficult, but any kind of positive from now on will help. Just make the batsmen work hard for their runs, extend the match, get a couple of wickets, whatever.
Shamim, going back to Khulna's innings, I think the batsmen, they actually couldn't adapt to the situation after seeing the pitch doing something early on. And as a batsman, you have to counter with so many variables and you need to come up with different plans, and batting is all about making decision with that split second, right?
Just in the previous ball, we saw Shomo Shorter. He was sort of exposing his intentions, dancing down the wicket. The last moment, he did manage to maybe drag it a little bit. So those factors, absolutely right, Mazhar, that was lacking in their batting effort, unfortunately. Hopefully, they pull up their socks and come back strongly in the next game. Again, a lovely movement by both the batsmen in the crease to make it look very comfortable. 10 overs have been completed. Gazi Group Chattogram are now 68 without loss.
তোমাকে না বিকাশ অ্যাকাউন্ট খুলে দিলাম, বিল বিকাশ করো, পেয়ে বিলে যাও, তথ্য দিয়ে পিন দাও। এই দেখো ডিজিটাল রিসিপ্ট, বিল দেওয়ার প্রমাণ।
প্রতি মাসে তাহলে বিদ্যুৎ বিল বিকাশ করব।
এখন দেশের যে কোনো বিদ্যুৎ বিল বিকাশ করুন নিশ্চিন্তে।
আসবো না রে।
কেন
বুঝবি না?
এক মিনিট, বুঝবো না মানে? খুলে বল।
এয়ারটেলে কথা বলো মন খুলে। 28 টাকায় 45 মিনিট ও 48 টাকায় 80 মিনিট। এয়ারটেল।
বঙ্গবন্ধু ধরেছিলেন হাল সোনার বাংলা গড়ার, পথ দেখিয়েছেন তারুণ্যকে নতুন কিছু করার। সেই পথ ধরে আমরা গড়েছি
বিশ্বের বিস্ময়।
তার সে স্বপ্নে এগোবে বাংলা।
বঙ্গবন্ধুর স্বপ্নের পথে জেমকন খুলনা, জেমকন গ্রুপ।
বিকাশ অ্যাপে যাব।
Yeah, to do it in back-to-back games. 88 all out yesterday with Dhaka. Today, Khulna on the receiving end. Needs to be 6 all out. Bashindara mask. Should be taken, and finally the skipper gets the breakthrough. Some sort of respectability. They've picked up one. Looking to go through the offside. It's a thick outside edge, reaching way in front of his body. Narapal takes a good catch. Gazi Group Chattogram, they lose their first. Shomo Shaka gone for 26. This is 73 for 1.
Yes! আজকে আমি খাবো ঝাল ঝাল চিংড়ি ম্যাগি। ফ্রাইডেতে শ্রিম্প ম্যাগি, স্যাটারডেতে ভেজি ওয়ান, মঙ্গল বুধ বৃহস্পতি সুপি এক টমিয়াম, সানডে মানডে ম্যাগি চিকেন, কি যে মজা ইয়াম।
ম্যাগি মানে ভিন্ন স্বাদে প্রতিদিন।
ভাগ্যিস ম্যাগি ছিল। From Nestle.
বিকাশ অ্যাপে ডাবল বোনাস। প্রথমবার অ্যাপে লগ ইন করলেই 25 টাকা বোনাস। তারপর প্রথম 25 টাকা রিচার্জে আরো 50 টাকা ক্যাশব্যাক। এখনই বিকাশ অ্যাপে লগ ইন করে মোবাইল রিচার্জ করুন।
The batsman onto the front foot, so he was trying to make some room and trying to hit it over the top. So you got to push it a little bit fuller, and they've not done it yet. And the moment they do it, they pick up a wicket. Bit too late though. Oh, have a look at that. Rip turn. Good over, very good over from the skipper. 73 for 1.
তোর কাছে রিয়ার নাম্বার আছে?
রিয়ার নাম্বার দিয়ে তুই কি করবি?
আকাশ কিনতে কম দুজনরে কিনাইতে পারলে আমার এক মাসের বিল ফ্রি।
কিন্তু দোস্ত আমি তো রিয়ার নাম্বার অনেক আগে মোবাইল থেকে ডিলিট করে দিছি। হ্যালো রিয়া।
আকাশের প্রতিটি রেফারেলে দুজনেই পাচ্ছেন মাসিক বিলে 50% ক্যাশব্যাক। চলে আসুন আকাশের ঝকঝকে টিভি দেখার নতুন দুনিয়ায়।
বঙ্গবন্ধু ধরেছিলেন হাল সোনার বাংলা গড়ার, পথ দেখিয়েছেন তারুণ্যকে নতুন কিছু করার। সেই পথ ধরে আমরা গড়েছি বিশ্বের বিস্ময়।
তার সে স্বপ্নে এগোবে বাংলা।
বঙ্গবন্ধুর স্বপ্নের পথে জেমকন খুলনা, জেমকন গ্রুপ। যে কোনো সময় যে কোনো জায়গায় দেশের সবচেয়ে বেশি সংখ্যক ব্যাংক থেকে নিমেষে টাকা আনুন বিকাশে। আর প্রথমবার অ্যাড মানিতে 100 টাকা ক্যাশব্যাক ও 100 টাকার ডিসকাউন্ট কুপন ফ্রি।
সবচেয়ে বিস্তৃত রবি 4.5G ভিডিও স্ট্রং নেটওয়ার্কে এক্সপেরিয়েন্স করুন 6GB মাত্র 114 টাকার রিচার্জে। রবি।
Friendship a magical chain reaction.
Rishad Hussain, right arm leg spinner. Get a slip in. There you go. Did it pitch in line is the question. Give it. And he's straight away taking a review.
And that's a good sign if you're thinking from a Lytton Das point of view, because there's no contemplating. He believes that the decision is not out.
Start from front foot, please. Fair delivery. Move on to front on spin position. Yes, rock and roll, please.
Take it back, take it back, take it back.
One frame, more back, more back, more back. Yeah, go forward, move forward. Just for confirmation, just show me the altais. Just show me the altais. I am satisfied. Gazi, you need to change your decision. You are on screen now. Thank you.
Yeah, he went straight away. He knew that he had hit it. Smashed it into his pad, in fact.
Bangladesh also in search of a leg spinner in all format of the game. They have Aminul Islam Biplov, who has already made debut in T20 International. And it will be interesting to see how he goes in this tournament. Rashad Hassan comes with a very good reputation. One of the youngsters who can actually go on to play for the national team. But you've got to prove your worth with the ball. Tall. As a leg spinner, that is certainly a big advantage. Wrist spinner likes to get some turn. And bounce is what is needed to trouble the batsman. Also important, that will be called a wide to ensure that you stick to good line and length. You've got to be fuller, inviting the batsman, no matter whether it's left-hander or right-hander. Force him to come onto the front foot. Yes, once in a while they will use their feet, which is okay. Grab ball, get a slip in place.
So you got two balls left. Now the bowling to a left-hander. But I agree with you. This over hasn't been afraid to toss it out, try and find some purchase. Why not? You must have a direct line to Mahmudullah. Leg slip in place now.
Good move. It doesn't matter because you want to create that pressure around the batsman. I know they only need 9. Let's see what the bowler does. But this has been another very, very good performance from Gazi Group Chattogram. Very balanced bowling attack. The batting has been outstanding. They've not been tested yet on both occasions. They've chased a low total. Single to finish the over. 79 for 1.
জানাও তোমার তিনটি ইচ্ছা।
দাঁড়াও
ওকে দাঁড়ালাম, বাকি দুটা
স্প্রাইট।
শেষ ইচ্ছা, আবার তিনটে ইচ্ছা দাও। আগে তৃষ্ণা মেটাও। কোকা-কোলার সাথে খাওয়ার মজা জমবে।
ফ্রেন্ডশিপের এই ম্যাজিক্যাল চেইন রিঅ্যাকশন কোনো অ্যানালাইসিস দিয়ে জাজ করা যাবে না ব্রো। এসব শুধু বন্ধু থাকলেই পসিবল। এয়ারটেল, বন্ধুদের নাম্বার 1 নেটওয়ার্ক।
টাকাটা মোবাইলেই দাও, সাথে ক্যাশ আউট চার্জ 20 টাকা।
দেশের সর্বনিম্ন ক্যাশ আউট চার্জ 1000।
It's a 50. It's a very well made 50, even though it's a low total. 11th T20 50 for Liton Das. Looks to be in very good touch indeed.
Yeah, played some scintillating shots off the back foot, the front foot. 50 or 42.
Once he gets going, it's such a pretty sight to watch him bat. In any format, I can tell you that. Have a look at his strike rate. Almost 190, just a little bit on the wide on the offside. Because they kept on peppering him with short pitch deliveries. I remember in one of the overs, he smashed 4 back-to-back boundaries. And if it gets a little bit closer, then he does not score in that range. 160 almost. Again on the offside. So idea was to bowl a little bit closer on the stumps. And also the fact that you really don't see the length there. But my word, he's been outstanding with the bat. 9 boundaries.
Nearly a leading edge. But just looking at that graphic a little while ago from the Hawkeye boys, just look at the strike rate at the stumps. It drops off massively. Massively. And that is a sign of what the surface has offered. Anyway, I know further.
তোমাকে না বিকাশ অ্যাকাউন্ট খুলে দিলাম, বিল বিকাশ করো, পেয়ে বিলে যাও, তথ্য দিয়ে পিন দাও। এই দেখো ডিজিটাল রিসিপ্ট, বিল দেওয়ার প্রমাণ।
প্রতি মাসে তাহলে বিদ্যুৎ বিল বিকাশ করব।
এখন দেশের যে কোনো বিদ্যুৎ বিল বিকাশ করুন নিশ্চিন্তে।
বঙ্গবন্ধু ধরেছিলেন হাল সোনার বাংলা গড়ার, পথ দেখিয়েছেন তারুণ্যকে নতুন কিছু করার। সেই পথ ধরে আমরা গড়েছি বিশ্বের বিস্ময়।
তার সে স্বপ্নে এগোবে বাংলা।
বঙ্গবন্ধুর স্বপ্নের পথে জেমকন খুলনা, জেমকন গ্রুপ।
টাকাটা মোবাইলেই দাও, সাথে ক্যাশ আউট চার্জ 20 টাকা।
দেশের সর্বনিম্ন ক্যাশ আউট চার্জ 1009 টাকা 99 পয়সা। এবার সব
cruising along. Gazi Group Chattogram. Not being challenged in the bowling department or for that matter in the batting department. Coming up next is Minister Group Rajshahi. Already got 2 wins out of 2 matches. Will take on Fortune Barishal.
Fortune Barishal will be wanting to bounce back into the tournament. Mr. Rajshahi, they are playing very, very good cricket.
Nazmuddin Shanto is the one who will lead the Rajshahi team. 2 wins out of 2. And Tamim Iqbal will be in action. Skipper of Barishal. Close match. Nearly had the match in their hands. from the last over. And Ariful Haq smashed 4 sixes of Medias and Murad. They just needed a single to pick up the second win on the trot. Chattogram. Too easy. Single will get them the win. Once again, they chase a low total by losing only 1 wicket inside the 14th over. Excellent, absolutely brilliant, especially from the man on screen, Litunda. Don't forget the efforts from Mustafizur Rahman. 4 for 5.
Yeah, emphatic again. Back-to-back games, they've shown their quality with the ball and with the bat. It's a balanced side. They definitely have match winners. And if you look at their last 2 results, haven't quite been tested. Their bowlers have done the job. Their batters have then gone out there and executed. So Chattogram, they've set a high bar.
It's also getting very difficult for Khulna now. Gemcon Khulna will be starting to discuss them in the dressing room and back to the hotel rooms. What can do better? What can they do better in the next game? There has to be top order batting, buddy. Every time they've gone to bat, they've lost wickets at regular intervals, and that man on screen needs to strike very good with the bat. But not just him, also the skipper. And Amalak Vijay, who opened the innings, also failed with the bat.
Yes, that power play, the first sort of 6-7 overs, they're losing too many wickets for not too many runs. So that area of their game, a good start with the bat, and then I think they can come out and maybe express themselves throughout the innings. However, Gazi group, Chattogram, 53 not out by Litondas. Soumya Shaka looked very good as well. He played sort of second fiddle. And then Nominal Haq came out and sort of watched Litondas take the Chattogram team across the line. Opening partnership of 73. A very dangerous opening pair. Mere formality.
Excellent, absolutely brilliant. Litondas and Shumo Shakar. Gemcon Khulna tried quite a few bowlers. The only wicket to the skipper, 1 for 16. It's so very difficult for any team to defend a low total, especially if they don't pick up an early wicket. Only managed to pick up a single wicket. Have a look at the highlights. Beautiful. Off the back foot from Shumo, and again it was Litondas. The back foot shots galore.
Yeah, there was a number played, and they were so good. I expect to see all of them in this highlight reel. Look at that, the timing off the back foot. Just a push. You don't bowl there, Soumya Shaka, he will punish you. Use of the feet. With the spin, with Thonofa, punished again. Some innovation, not quite there. Long levers allow him to reach it. Litondas off the pads, and this was just with disdain. Even the man in the deep couldn't reach it. The length wasn't quite right, and it was punished. That took him to his 11th 50 in T20 cricket. And this was the winning moment. Fist pumps all round.
Mahmudullah, this is Athar. I know it has been difficult, the top order. I discussed that even while we spoke at the toss. What can you take out from this game?
I think from the beginning, the main thing was lower batting order. That's a positive thing that we could have taken. But today we failed again as a batting unit, as a whole batting unit. But positive things, I think probably our spinners bowled really well. Saqib bowled really well up front and in the back. But it's not enough to win the game.
Mahmudullah, Ed Rainsford here. I just wanted to find out from your point of view as the captain, how did you feel about the surface? Yes, you've spoken about your batting and not quite coming to the level you want. How were the conditions out there? Did they reflect what you did with the bat?
Not really, I think. We're not executing our plans. The thing that we have said in the dressing room, we didn't hold on to our plan, and the end result wasn't in favor of us. But I think as a group, we're still very much positive to come back strong and put up a very good show in the next game.
Okay, after a loss like this, getting bowled out for 86, how do you come back? Did you just go back to the hotel and forget about it and think about the next game?
I think forgetting about it, I think it's not the solution. I think you need to remember what mistake that we have did and try to reflect on that and try not to repeat that same sort of mistake in the game. Having said that, I think up front the wicket was helping a little bit for the bowlers, but that's not an excuse. We didn't apply ourselves well enough.
All right, hard luck, Mahmudullah, and wish you all the very best for the next few games.
Thank you.
Right. Gemcon Khulna bowled out for 86. Gazi group Chattogram winning handsomely once again by 9 wickets. There you go. Confirmation right at the top. 4 points. So is the Minister Group. Rajshahi will be in action in the evening, followed by Khulna, Barishal, and then Dhaka right at the bottom. The top 4 teams qualify for the playoffs. Coming up next, Minister Rajshahi versus Fortune Barishal. Do join us live from Maypur, Dhaka. We'll take a short break and we'll come back with the presentation.
মোবাইলেই দাও, সাথে ক্যাশ আউট চার্জ 20 টাকা।
দেশের সর্বনিম্ন ক্যাশ আউট চার্জ 1009 টাকা 99 পয়সা। এবার সব হবে নগদে।
20 টাকার দিন শেষ, নগদে বাংলাদেশ।
কলেজ নড়লে ক্লাস করবি কেমনে? দেশ জুড়ে শিক্ষার আলো পৌঁছে দেওয়া চাইলেই সম্ভব। বিস্তৃত 4G নেটওয়ার্ক নিয়ে পাশে আছি আমরা, গ্রামীণ ফোন।
যখনই বকোয়াস তখনই মুখে দিন গোল্ড মার্কেট সুগার কোটেড কুরমুরে বিস্কুট পপস।
5 টাকার কুরমুরে পপস, সব বকোয়াস বন্ধ।
অনলাইনে